What's up, everybody? Welcome to the play-by-play reaction / hangout of the Ravens versus Bills divisional round game. I'm a little bit delayed just because I was finishing the ending of the Rams and Eagles game that I thought Matt Stafford was potentially going to lead a 13-point come-from-behind win. It was pretty down to the wire. He couldn't get it done. His interior O-line kind of messed up on 2 plays before the end to set up 4th down. And on the last play, the O-line gave way, I think, to Jalen Carter. Stafford rushed his throw and overthrew his intended target. I think it was Puka Nacua, but it was close. It was close. It was pretty... It was wild. I thought Nick Sirianni was going to blow that game. I really did. But we got this game now. Getting ready for that. Let me make sure I got the right channel pulled up for this game so we can hang out and react. AFC Divisional Round. There. Okay, yep, good. How's everybody feeling? I mean, obviously the Chiefs won yesterday, which was great. And then the Commanders upset the Lions. That was a crazy game. Was it like 45-31 or something like that? I didn't think the Commanders would win that game, but I did say, hey, if anybody could win in a shootout, I think it's the Commanders. If Jaden Daniels plays a really good game, and he did, and that defense was, just super depleted, and they ended up getting it done. And we have so many memberships from I think earlier today. Kevin, Daniel Akers, Nicole, Becky Pigtails, Piggy, what the heck? Becky Pigtails. That's hilarious. Smiley with the membership. Barbara, Sean, AJ Weatherman with the upgrade. Dave, Ox, Pause, Marcus with the gifted. Samuel with the membership renewal. Marcus with another gifted. And Morgan with the 1 month. Been upset off and on today. Glad you're live. Let's go, Morgan. Hopefully whatever you're upset about isn't too crazy. You can't be upset about a Chiefs win, or a Chiefs loss, rather. So that's good news. Yep, Rams made it a close game. It was fun. The Commanders and Lions game, for sure was fun until the Commanders started breaking it loose at the end of the game. But, yeah, it was fun. You want to know a crazy stat? Saquon Barkley, in 2 games against the Rams this season, had 530 yards from scrimmage and 4 touchdowns. That's insane. Saquon Barkley is fantastic. I mean, it's going to be fun to watch, just as fun to watch Derrick Henry here in a little bit. You've got the Ravens against the Bills coming up any minute here, and obviously the winner of this game plays the Chiefs next week at Arrowhead in the AFC Championship. The order is already here, by the way. The NFC Championship is on Sunday, earlier on in the day, 2-ish. I can't remember the exact times. Then the AFC Championship is the second game that day, and that's going to be around 5 or 6 p.m., so we'll get to watch a game while nervous and then be able to watch a Chiefs game after. Who do you think wins tonight's game? Let's do a poll on that. I think that's I'm gonna ask you guys who wins tonight's game, and I'm gonna do 4 options. We'll go Bills by a lot, Bills by a little, Ravens by a little, and then Ravens by a lot. And when I say little or a lot, I'm just being funny. It's basically 1-score game or more than 1-score game. The Ravens did beat the Bills 10-35, I think, week 4 of this season. This is 2 different teams at this point in time. The Bills have some key pieces back since then. That is pretty important and worth noting. I don't know that the Ravens win this game by that much, but I do have them winning. The Ravens are also home week 4. The Bills are home now. I think the Ravens win. I think it's going to be close, but I do think they win. We will see, though. That's no disrespect to the Bills. They're a really good team, and they could very well pull off the W as well. It's one of those games where it's like, your guess is as good as mine, but would love to know what you guys think. What do you think about TikTok being banned? I mean, I don't really know the politics behind it and why. I had a TikTok account with 130,000 followers, so I mean, that kind of sucks, but I didn't really make much money on TikTok, so it's not hurting me by any means, but it is unfortunate. I know some other creators make a lot more money than I did on TikTok, and it was closer to their full-time income, so that's a bummer for them. But we'll see. I did try to upload like earlier last night, like late last night, and then earlier today, I did try to go to TikTok and upload the Chiefs recap short. It looks like TikTok might be back, though. Oh, it is back, maybe. Oh, there we go. So I'm 24 hours delayed almost, but I am able to upload my TikTok now to of the Chiefs and Texans game that I wasn't able to upload last night. It kept, like, TikTok was just broken. I mean, it's actually still frozen at 61%, so I don't know if it's actually going to upload or not. But we'll see. Randy said never had that China app. I mean, dude, I don't care where the apps are from. I'm not going to lie. It was a pretty successful platform for creators, so I was on there. But if you don't like it because of where it's from, cool. Good for you. Morgan with the 1 month. Thanks again. And then GW with the 1982 $5. What a dream. Some got tickets. Got some tickets, rather, to take my grandson to the championship game. Ooh, yeah. GW, let's go. Go Chiefs. Heck yeah. Marcus with another gifted. Thank you, bro. U.S. wants to own 50%. I mean, that sounds like a very United States of America thing. We want it. Successful platform? We want that. Nah, there's more logistics and politics. It's due to, like, security issues and stuff like that. So I understand. Apparently, President Trump is trying to get it working. I don't know. We'll see. Like, I can't even get this thing to upload, so I'm not sure if TikTok is actually back and working. Either way, I don't really care that much. Somebody just asked me about it. A couple things worth noting. Zay Flowers is inactive in this game. That's not a surprise. That it was trending that direction. There we go. Did it upload? All right, so it did work. But yeah, Zay Flowers is inactive. That's the Ravens wide receiver 1, had almost 1,000 yards this season. He's not going to be playing with a knee strain. It's not a surprise. He didn't practice all week, and he's missing his second game in a row. He didn't play in the wild card round. He's not playing in the divisional. And I saw some people online. They said, "Hey, Zay Flowers is going to play. He's not going to miss this game." Well, when you have a knee sprain or there's some damage going on in there, you can do a lot more damage to your knee if you're not careful. So you can't, like, a wide receiver can't go in those situations. Maybe a quarterback, maybe. There's some positions that you could maybe get away with it, but not a wide receiver. Zay Flowers is super twitchy. He needs that knee. This is an interesting game. Like, Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are MVP favorites. They'll both be seeking a second AFC Championship appearance in their career. Whoever wins, one of them will make their second AFC Championship appearance. Obviously, Josh Allen made one a few years ago. The Chiefs stomped on him. And then the Chiefs beat Lamar last year in the AFC Championship game as well. Let's see what the poll says here. Who wins this game tonight? Bills by a little is at 33%. Ravens by a little is at 51%. That's the consensus. Seems like the majority are saying Ravens. I mean, if we total it up, Bills by a lot, Bills by a little, it's about 40%. Meanwhile, it's about 60% say the Ravens win. And that's where I'm at. I think the Ravens do win this game, even sans Zay Flowers, but could be wrong. That combo of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, it's so good. And I think it's enough to get the W. I don't have any, I don't care who wins this game by any means, but I would love to send the Bills home again in the AFC Championship. So for the fourth time in the Mahomes and Allen era, it would be fun to beat the Bills again. But I do think the Chiefs match up against the Ravens a little bit better. I just think for whatever reason that they do. But they're both going to be hard-fought games. I'll share a couple of my picks for this game. Thanks to Underdog Fantasy, the season-long partner of the channel. I have one that's this is a little risky, but it's a flexed entry, so all I need to do is hit 2 of 3. So Mark Andrews, this is the risky one, but it does take the multiplier up. I have him being the first touchdown scorer of the game. Again, it's a flexed entry, so I can hit 2 out of 3 and still win. I don't win the full amount, but I do win. So I have Josh Allen higher than 39.5 rushing yards in the playoffs. Like, I feel like Lamar and Josh Allen are going to run around like lunatics. And then I have Derrick Henry rushing for higher than 69.5 yards. I just feel like that's a gimme. He rushes for like 100 a pop. So got 50 on that. And then what do I need? No, that was one I did. This was another flexed entry that I just did. All I needed to do was hit 2 of 3 and I won. So I won that one. But this is the other one that I have. I have a running back set of picks, 4-legged parlay. Jahmyr Gibbs rushing touchdown or receiving touchdown. He got it. Then I had Saquon Barkley leading that game in rushing yards, and he led that game in rushing yards. It just hasn't registered yet, but he had like 200 rushing yards. Now in this game, to hit all 4, I need a James Cook touchdown, receiving or rushing touchdown, and a Derrick Henry touchdown. It feels like it's a given. I mean, Cook has rushed for a touchdown in the last 5 games that he's played in, and then he had a receiving touchdown as well. And then Derrick Henry is about the same. He's had 5 in the last 3 games. So I feel pretty good about both of these. We'll see. But those are the picks that I have. If you want to join in on the Pick'em fun, you could scan the QR code here, or link is in the description, or !underdog. Use code HBTC. New signups get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a gimme pick in the lobby. And I don't know who the gimme pick is right now. The gimme pick yesterday was Mahomes. But anyway, those are some of my picks and what we'll be looking at during this game. If you have any other pick ideas, I don't mind making another set before we get this game started. Let's see. Gil with the 10 bomb. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. Then we got GW with the membership. After the gifted from Marcus. Logan with the 2. Checking in from Ironton, Missouri. Shoutouts to Logan from Ironton. Love that. Sean with the 5. What do you want to see in this game? I don't know. I mean, I come into this game with really no expectations. I don't really want to see injuries. Ideally, I want to see both teams absolutely exhausted in a slugfest that's down to the wire. No starters can be rested. Maybe it goes into overtime, extra inning. So they just get as worn down, as tired as humanly possible. Whoever the Chiefs play, it's going to be on Sunday, and the Chiefs have a rest advantage of about 24 hours. Because both of these teams play right now. Well, the Chiefs played yesterday, 24 hours ago, and they've done. So they've got a 1 day of rest advantage. But yeah, I mean, so there's nothing that I really want to see, per se. Just a close game that's exciting. But it would be fun to see some explosive plays, some big runs. I just don't really care. I just want my pick'ems to hit, to be honest with you. I got Lamar choking as he's prone to do. Bills win 32-24. All right. 31-29. Ravens win, said Gabriel. 31-28. Ravens in overtime, said Pacheco. Slightly favor the Ravens winning, but either way, the Arrowhead Invitational should be totally lit. Yeah, no, for sure. Cole, your channel is phenomenal, said the Samurai Saint. Keep it up, my friend. We're all proud of you in KC. Man, thank you so much. It's been a wild ride. It's been awesome. If you haven't seen, I did drop a game recap of the Texans and Chiefs divisional game. I already dropped it. I dropped it an hour ago or so. And it talks about the meltdown on social media after the Chiefs won and all that stuff. So if you want to check that out, that is the newest dropped video on my channel. It's got 14,000 views right now. So some of you have seen it, which is cool. It's good, trending upwards. When I dropped it, it was during the Rams and Eagles game, and I just wasn't sure how it would do view-wise, but yeah, it's doing pretty good. You love the crying outtake? There's a couple things I said that I went off script on in today's video. I laughed about. I said wah 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 for one of them, and then I did something else. I told Joe Mixon to shut his loser lips or something that was totally off script. But then also on my clips channel, I dropped the rant. I dropped my rant, end of game rant yesterday on it because I was totally unhinged. Game delayed. Oh, is it? I don't know. It looks like it's fine. I'm on the broadcast right now, and they're about to get it started. I could check Twitter and make sure. I don't think there's a game delay. I could be wrong. Let me see. I've been listening to the broadcast. I didn't see anything about it. No, I think we're good. The game is slated to start at 5:30, but they do all the fancy stuff in the playoffs and delay it a little bit. What am I drinking? Garage beer. I got a garage beer, and then I also have a Tank 7. You know, we can't watch a non-Chiefs game without a Tank 7. Garage beer, got lime. Sean, thanks again for the 5. What do you want to see in this game? Let me know. Great vid on Isaac punts about the Texans losing due to their special teams miscues. Highly recommend it. Yeah, I mean, that's a big, huge piece of their loss. They missed a field goal. That's 3. They missed an extra point. That's 4. The huge kick return that they allowed by Nico Remigio to open the game gave the Chiefs 3. That's 7. That's a touchdown worth of miscues from the Texans special teams unit, and the Chiefs won by 9. I mean, they were winning by 11 at the end of the game. Matt Ariza ran around for the safety strategically because it made it from an 11-point game to a 9-point game, still a 2-score game. But yeah, I mean, the special teams miscues, I talked about it in the recap video. It was the biggest reason for the Texans' loss, probably aside from CJ Stroud getting sacked 8 times. I mean, it was massive. Yo, Mac the Goat Lethal with the 10 bomb, listening to Cole call the game over a nice frosty beverage, and the kids don't have school tomorrow. Perfect Sunday evening. Yo, Mac Lethal, let's go, dude. I'm pretty sure you live in KC again, right? KC area in the off season. Let's connect, dude. Let's go get a beer. Let's go to Boulevard or something. Let's do it, bro. Thanks for the 10 bomb and the kind words. Cole greater than Romo. Ooh, let's go. Yeah, I think there's a little snow. It was snowing in the last game we watched, and I'm pretty sure it's snowing now. So if I go, let me confirm it. Buffalo, New York weather. There is snow on the ground. It's not coming down actively, at least not to an extreme degree. I'm looking at the TV. I'm I don't want to say that there's nothing coming down and then the angle just was wrong, and it might be flurrying right now. But what I want to see, so it's very cold, low of 11, winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour, chance of snow 50%, about 1 inch of snow expected. So not as much snow as we just saw in the, what game was that? Rams and Eagles. Yo, Todd with the 5. After watching Perna and Grassi, I appreciate you more now. They're not as focused, and their communities are not as friendly. Well, Todd, I appreciate it. I mean, I think Tom Grassi and Perna are goats. I will say this, man. I don't know how Grassi does it, and we are getting this game underway. The Bills are kicking. It's going to be caught at the 2. Mitchell's going to return it to about the 27-yard line. There's already chippiness, a little bit of shoving. Here's my thing about Grassi. I think he's the GOAT because he streams every game, but it's very tiring. I don't know how you can stream every game that he does. It takes a lot of energy. So, but I mean, I appreciate the kind words, but it's nothing but respect from here on my end to both Perna and Grassi for a plethora of reasons that I've talked about a bunch on this channel. But thanks again for the 5, and I'm glad you enjoy the play-by-play. I really enjoyed it to call the games. It's a lot of fun to me. All right. Remember, the Ravens won week 4, 35-10. What happens in this one? Lamar Jackson starts under center at the 27-I formation. Mark Andrews in motion, but goes back to his original spot. No surprise, they hand it off to Derrick Henry, and he gets about 1, maybe 2 yards. 2nd and 9. Kiki with the 5. Hopefully not delayed or go to overtime so I can get my sweet 1 hour of sleep before heading to work. Greetings from the cold and dark Finland. Kiki is staying up all night to watch these games. 1 hour of sleep before going to work, you absolute lunatic and legend for that one. All right, 2nd and 9. Remember, this is in Buffalo. Crowd is going ballistic right now. Say what you want about Bills Mafia, but they love their Bills. Out of the gun, one man in motion, three options right side, and Lamar Jackson's going to hand it off to Henry. Goes left, only gets 2. 3rd and 7. Bills defense held up in that one. They're talking about it on the broadcast. Derrick Henry rushed for almost 200 yards again in this last matchup, and that's just what Saquon did in this last game. He had 26 carries for 205 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's about what Henry did in their last matchup, first matchup against each other week 4. So Bills, priority number 1, do not let Derrick Henry run you over. 3 seconds on the play clock out of the gun on 3rd and 8. Lamar Jackson steps back to throw. He's got a million seconds in the pocket, but he's going to tuck it and run left side. Gets the edge, gets 9 yards. First down. Taron Johnson tried to chase him down, but Lamar Jackson is rather quick. You're going to see a lot of this too. If Lamar doesn't like what he sees, and the other problem is if you give him this much time, Matt Milano was the spy, and Lamar was able to shake off the spy and get that first down. Crucial first down on this opening drive for the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. 1st and 10. Lamar steps back to pass, doesn't like what he sees, and oh my God, he throws it to a wide open Derrick Henry on the run. Underthrew him slightly because Lamar was scrambling left. I think threw it off his back leg, and Henry bobbled it and couldn't haul it in. If Henry catches that pass, I don't know how far it goes. It's not even that bad of a pass. He's not a pass-catching back, but dude, I don't know how far Henry would have taken that. It would have went for quite a ways. It's snowing. There is more snow than I coming down right now. So the ball's a little slick. We're going to probably see some miscues because of it. Out of the gun, Lamar on a keeper. Hits another man all the way down to the 25-yard line. Tight end, Isaiah Tippy Toe, Large Shoe, Likely. That's the guy you remember stepped out of bounds week 1 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Lamar Jackson. It's a keeper to Justice Hill. RPO, he keeps it, scrambles left, or rolls right rather, and hits Likely, who's wide open. In between the gap, and Likely hauls it in. He's a pretty good receiving tight end. Had over 100 yards against the Kansas City Chiefs early this season. And right now, they're already at the 23-yard line. Lamar in the pistol, one man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Henry. Henry is going to try to get into the open space, but cannot penetrate the line. I think he got maybe 2 yards. Yo, what's up, Zax? How are you? Outlaw with the 5. I'm excited for the season to finally begin next Sunday. Hope your current Sunday has been great, Cole and HBTC fam. Thank you. Yeah, we woke up early, and me and editor Alex, we got this recap video out, and then we got it out in time because I wanted to stream this game. I really want to pay attention. All right, so second and 8 at the 21. Lamar in the gun, 3 out wide to his right. Bills are showing a lot of pressure at the line. They got a bunch of people at the line of scrimmage. They only rush 4, 1 spy. Lamar sidearm slings it, tipped ball, caught by Likely, I think, again. He gets hit pretty hard after a gain of about 5, maybe 6. We're looking at a 3rd and 2, 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. Meanwhile, the Ravens are in the red zone, 15-yard line. Hey, shout out to FLDB, by the way. He was at the Chiefs game yesterday. I'll have to ask you your experience about that in a minute, but he's also running the scoreboard. 3rd and 3 at the 16. Lamar in the gun. 2 options out wide each side. He looks right, doesn't like it. Looks left, fires, middle of the field. Caught wide open, touchdown. That's Rashad Bateman. Yeah, this might be bad for the Bills. I don't think there's anything their defense can do to stop the Ravens, man. If you want to win this game and you're the Buffalo Bills, you're going to have to win in a shootout. I mean, Josh Allen's going to have to be perfect. Here's the thing. Lamar Jackson is a freaking unicorn. You can't send extra after him like a traditional quarterback. So you've got just a few rushing and a spy, but it gives Lamar Jackson all the time in the world to go through his reads. Justin Tucker, meanwhile, bangs in the extra point, and it's 7-0. Ravens up by a tutty. And yeah, so Lamar had time. He looked left, looked right, didn't like it. Hit Rashad Bateman in the middle of the field, who leaps up to get it. Touchdown Ravens. And just like that, they went easily down the field, 8 plays, 73 yards in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, 420. Nice. And they converted 1 3rd and 8 and a 3rd and 3. So they did convert 2 third downs on that as well. What's up, Bing Productions? Good to see you in here. Yeah, it was a great pass. It's a good pass. Go Ravens, said Aiden. Randy said, let's go Ravens. Let's go Baltimore. Okay, a lot of people are cheering on Baltimore. I don't really care who wins, but a lot of you think the Ravens are going to win. Who do we want to win? I don't know. I mean, the question I asked you guys was, who do you think's going to win? Who do you want to win is probably a different question. I do think the Chiefs match up a little bit better with the Ravens, but none of these teams are going to be easy, dude. The Bills and Ravens are absolute beasts of a unit and organization at this point in time. I would say like the Chiefs, Bills, and Ravens could possibly be the best 3 teams in the NFL, and that's including the NFC. I mean, you've got the Eagles left and the Commanders, but like if I had to say who I think the best QBs are, the top 3 are going to be in the AFC. And when it comes down to it, more times than not, you're going to need your quarterback to make a play. I mean, Hurts is good. Jaden Daniels is great for a rookie. I mean, he's having a great year too, so that's no disrespect to Jaden Daniels either. Brand with the 5 gifted. Let's go, dude. Brand, what are you up to, man? What's the weather for the AFC Championship game? Asks somebody. Sorry, I missed who it was. Let me see. We're going to just do like an extended projected 10-day forecast. But next Sunday, high of 36, low of 24, partly cloudy. And it's going to be the evening game. Mike Gerber with the 2, respect everyone, fear no one, let's freaking go. That's about how it goes. I have a lot of respect for the Ravens. I have a lot of respect for the Bills. They're both great ran teams. Both Lamar and Josh Allen had MVP-type seasons. Ooh, the snow is really coming down now. Even more. Derek D with the 5 gifted. After Brand's 5 gifted, you guys are going insane. Cole, what app are you watching it on? YouTube TV. YouTube TV, I might be a play behind some of you guys. It's just kind of how it goes. Justin Tucker with the kickoff after the touchdown is caught. The front of the end zone kneeled out. Touchback. Josh Allen and company take the field at the 30-yard line. 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first. Yeah, it's on CBS, yes. All right, here we go. So from a weapon standpoint, the Bills don't have as many, but they've got some good playmakers, a couple good tight ends. Keon Coleman's coming on, the rookie receiver they drafted. You got Khalil Shakir, who you cannot sleep on, their deep threat. James Cook, hell of a running back. Here we go. Speaking of Shakir, he's in motion from the left to right. Josh Allen in the gun, looks right, doesn't like it, looks left, fires down the field, and just overthrows the barefoot man himself, Mac Hollins. He was open down the left side, and he just missed him. Ooh. If Hollins catches that, that's 20-something yards down the field on the first play of the game. Yeah, so if you don't understand the barefoot reference, Mac Hollins walks around barefoot. He shows up to the games barefoot. He does pregame warm-ups barefoot. He only wears cleats when he absolutely has to. He's a big believer in being barefoot, grounding, and it just being good and healthy for your feet. 2nd and 10, Allen in the gun is going to hand it off to James Cook, but he gets wrapped up and shut down after a game of 2. So 3rd and 8, because first down was a incompletion. Commanders might actually make it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I was actually wondering about that, D, and I need to look it up, but how many rookie quarterbacks have made it to the Super Bowl their rookie year? It can't be a list of that many. Do I like YouTube TV? Yeah, that's fine. It's reliable. 3rd and 8. You've got Allen in the gun. We're good on a hard count. Nobody bit. 3 options to the right. He steps back. He wants to go deep. He does uncork it. He's got separation. Caught. 35-yard line. Khalil Shakir, their deep threat that I just said to watch out for. Josh Allen was looking deep. Threw it deep. Khalil Shakir was lined up on the right. Went in motion from the outside to the slot and just took off down the field. Leaps up to go get it. Allen, meanwhile, is going to hand this ball off to Ty Johnson and for about 8 or 9 yards. So you're looking at 2nd and short. And again, if the Bills want to win this game, you got to win in a shootout. You got to do what you're doing right now. You got to get down the field. You got to get down the field. You've got to score touchdowns, not field goals. You're not looking for 3 in the red zone. You're just not. All right, here we go. 2nd and 2, Allen in the gun, or Allen under center, rather. 1 lone back behind him. It's Cook. They hand it off to Cook, and he's going to get stonewalled after a gain of 1, maybe. 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. All right. If you're the Bills, at some point in time, Josh Allen is going to also need to use his legs. 3rd and 1, 8.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Bills are marching. They are near the red zone. Close to the 20. They're at the 26. They need the 25 for a first down. And it is a keep, and it was the wrong move. RPO, Josh Allen had the option to hand it off or keep it himself. He opted to keep it, which is what I said, hey, Josh Allen might need to start getting involved himself here, and the Ravens sniffed that out. If Allen handed that ball off, it's a first down. Crazy. That was an incredible play by Madubuike. I mean, here's the thing. If any defense knows how to prepare for a dual-threat quarterback, it's going to be the Ravens' defense. They literally practice against Lamar Jackson all season long. 4th and 2, they're going for it. Allen in the gun, empty. He's going to run, makes a man miss, and 1 more, and gets 5, maybe 6. Josh Allen was able to sneak through and penetrate the line. Went empty. You spread out the defense to give him a little bit more room to run. The rushing lanes can open up. It's something I do wish the Chiefs would do a little bit more with Mahomes. Not a lot. I understand you got to protect him, but some designed runs here and there would really throw some teams for a loop, man. 1st and 10 at the 19. Allen under center, hands it off to Cook. Cook bounces left, gets it outside, breaks a tackle, and spins down around the 10. 1 yard shy of the line to gain. Allen cape on. Yeah. I mean, Allen's a great quarterback, man. What's up, Zach? HBTC? How about those Chiefs? Somebody said we need to move on from Jawan Taylor. He only gave up 2 pressures last game. JJ, with the 4,000 COP, I don't know what that is currency-wise, but dude, I really appreciate that. Thank you for always bringing those lives. Heck yeah, man. Thank you for always supporting. Whether it's just by watching or super chats, never expected, but appreciate you. Allen in the gun, 3 options to his right, is going to hand it off to Cook on 2nd and 2, breaks through the line and gets down to the 5. Here we go. So the Ravens went 8 plays, 73 yards, and 4 minutes and 20 seconds for a touchdown. The Bills are looking to match that. A couple more plays, but they're looking to get a touchdown themselves. If my pick'ems are to hit, I need a James Cook touchdown, and I need a Derrick Henry touchdown. So you've got 1st and goal at the 5, Josh Allen. He's got 3 out wide to his left from the gun, James Cook to his right. It's a handoff to Cook, and Cook does get hit at about the 3, falls forward inside the 1. 2nd and goal. Tush push would be my guess. I would assume Josh Allen runs this one in now. Cook is going to the sideline, so it's definitely not going to be from him. Let's see what the call ends up being. You've got Lamar under center. I think Davis is the lone back. Mac Hollins is there. A couple other guys. Yeah, Mac Hollins goes in motion. They're going to hand it off again. Ray Davis, touchdown. Easy. He made that look easy. That was a lot of runs on that drive. I mean, the big one for the Bills was the 34-yarder to Khalil Shakir on 3rd and 8. That really kept the drive going. After that, I think it was like 7 straight runs or something insane. All right. So, 9 rushes, 2 passes, 70 yards. Kobe with the 2. That extra point by Tyler Wide Right Bass was not wide right, and it is good. 6 rookie quarterbacks have been to the Super Bowl. All right, Kobe. Thank you for the research. How many have won this? I just punched my mic. How many have won the Super Bowl? Rookie quarterbacks. I said Lamar under center. Sorry. I meant Allen. I definitely meant Allen under center. Wide right is crazy. Yeah, Bills fans have trauma about that. Hey, speaking of wide right, FLDB, can you chat about the Chiefs game? Real quick, because FLDB was at the game yesterday.
Hey.
What's up? What's up, man?
Hey. Not much.
How was the game in person?
Yeah. It was loud, crazy. Just, as the game went on, I felt comfortable for most of the game. And then in the fourth quarter, you just started feeling like the wind was. No, I bundled up really, really good.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah. But no, just feeling the wind coming on. Like you could just after, getting up 2 scores, it's like, okay, it's gonna happen. So
did you finish the game or did you leave? Wow. Did you try to beat traffic?
I beat traffic because I knew it was basically gonna go the Chiefs way. And I left I actually didn't get to see the blocked field goal, but I was able to get out of the parking lot within 2 minutes. So from getting into my car. So
nice, dude. Well, if you want a fun time, go watch my reaction to the blocked field goal if you haven't already.
Oh, I did. I was watching it live while I was heading out.
Nice. So. Yeah, I definitely lost my freaking mind. And why I said speaking of wide right to bring you in about that game is because Kaimi Fairbairn had a missed field goal that was so wide right. It gave me flashbacks to Tyler Bass in the postseason. And I'm not even a Bills fan.
And the reason why it was so off is because he had to kick it low. Watching pregame warm-ups with kicks, if they got it above a certain threshold, it died in the air. And everything was falling short.
Yeah, it was rough weather, man.
Yeah, it was windy, and cold, and balls don't travel well with that. So,
well, I'm glad you got to go. I'm glad you got to see the win. Well, for the most part, you knew it was a wrap by the end of the game because it was, and I'm glad you had a good time, man. Thanks for running the scoreboard today. Let's go. We are back from commercial break. Somebody said, "Why are you streaming this game?" Well, the Chiefs play the winner of this game. So I think it's important to study the next opponent of the Kansas City Chiefs for the AFC Championship. The kick is going to be short and returned, absolutely blown up at the 28-yard line. Wow, what a tackle. My. That was, I think, Reggie Gilliam, I think. Or Dorian Williams. I couldn't see if the number was 41 or 42, but the returner got lit up. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Crowd is going ballistic once again, man. Bills Mafia does not play around. 1st and 10. Lamar's going to hand it off, blown up for a loss of 1, maybe 2. Derrick Henry had nowhere to go. 2nd and 11. All right. Who would Who would you rather upset to play against? Who would you want us to play against this week? Oh, I don't care. Bring them all. Kobe with the 2. 0 rookie quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl, but 6 have made it. Dude, thanks for doing the research. Let's go. I might have to recruit you. 2nd and 11. Lamar in the gun, one man in motion. It's likely. Lamar looks, lofts one deep downfield, and overthrows his target. It is picked off. Taylor Rapp with the interception. Lamar with a horrible pass. It was either a horrible pass or miscommunication by the route runner. I need to see a replay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. A little bit of a turn of events here. Justin Tucker video for halftime. Do I still have the Justin Tucker video? I'm sure I do. Oh boy. This is what you don't want if you're the Ravens, if you're Ravens fans, is to see Lamar start making these mistakes. Because Lamar has been a great quarterback in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, specifically later on in the playoffs, he has not done well. He struggles in the playoffs, and he's throwing picks, he's making mistakes. I don't know whose fault that was. It looked like Lamar just overthrew his intended target. It was supposed to be intended for Rashad Bateman, but he was not even close to the area. Pen on fire. Yeah, remind me. I'll do the Tucker video at halftime. Todd with the 2. 6 is a typo. Oh, none have made it yet, says Google. Oh, 6 was a typo? Oh, that's a big difference. I was like, dang, 6 rookie quarterbacks have made it to the Super Bowl? That's a lot. Okay. Crazy. Okay. Are you guys getting the glitches on the commercials? Anybody else? All my commercials on this TV. Are you getting it, FLDB? Bro, I refreshed my page. I was like, my internet's jank. No glitches? Didn't you guys know that glitches get stitches? So they need to stop, dude. Thank you for calling this game. Heck yeah, Kelly. Thanks for being here. Okay, it seems to have fixed itself. It's fixed. We got it fixed. My. I need to see this interception. It's playoff Lamar. Who we rooting for? Don't care. I think the Ravens win it. Okay, I actually don't think the broadcast is fixed. Something's going on with their broadcast. It's glitching like we're in the Matrix. All right, 1st and 10 after this interception. It sets Josh Allen and the offense up at the 43-yard line, about 7 yards shy of midfield. From the gun, he rolls right, looks deep, doesn't like it, checks it down, but it was a nice check down to the tight end for a first down. Kincaid bounces forward to the line to gain, got about 10 yards, first down. YouTube TV acting like Netflix right now, said MTS. That's great. Yeah, it's worth noting that they're talking about on the broadcast. That's worth noting that Lamar only had 4 interceptions in the regular season. Threw one here. What's up, Young Fresh? 1st and 10. Allen, wishbone formation. Hands it off to Cook. Blown up for a loss of 2, maybe 3. Cook is frustrated. He wants maybe a flag for a face mask, perhaps. If you don't know what wishbone formation is, it's like one player to Josh Allen's left and right and directly behind him in like a reverse Illuminati triangle. Wishbone. Cook begging for a flag. I need to see the replay. But I'm not sure. 2nd and 12, though, after that 2-yard loss, has Allen in the gun, 3 out wide, I believe, to his right, but Shakir goes in motion left. 2 out each side. Lamar, or Josh Allen, slings it for about 8 yards. That's to Curtis Samuel, who they traded for. I can't mix up these quarterbacks. Josh Allen is as pasty as me. There's a flag on the play, though. Uh-oh. What's the flag? There's a flag on the play. What did they flagged the left tackle for holding? Dawkins did nothing and got flagged for holding. That was a horrible call. I thought horrible calls only happened in the Chiefs games. I'm confused. Another penalty. Josh Allen got the Ravens to bite on a hard count. So you're going to get 5 of those yards back after a horrible holding flag. Back them up 10. That was a horrible holding penalty. Insane. 2nd and 17. Allen is going to be in the gun at the 48-yard line, empty. All his receiving options out wide, both sides here. Make some calls at the line, and it's a designed run, but there's nowhere to go. What on earth? There's a shove late. The crowd wants a flag as a Buffalo Bill flops over. They say, get up, get up. No flag, 3rd down. Okay, so according to Tony Romo, that was not necessarily a designed QB run. There was a hot route option. Allen didn't like it, so he decided to keep it and try to make something out of it. But with that being said, it's 3rd and 17. Allen in the gun, 3 out wide to his right, takes a shot downfield towards Knox, and he never even saw it. That was weird. He almost wanted to run it on that play, too. Decided to take a shot down the field. And so a interception from Lamar Jackson turns into nothing. Yeah, Allen was getting pressured, had to throw off his back foot, hit as he threw. Overthrew. I think it was, it was overthrow to Knox. 4th and 17. Punt time. Good snap. Punt is up. Fair catch called for at the 10. Had to back up to catch it. Down at about the 8. All right, so it's going to be Lamar Jackson's ball at the 8-yard line. What are your score predictions? I don't know. I think the Ravens win in a close one. Cole, why do I feel like Carl Cheffers will be refereeing the Chiefs game next week? He might. Free slaps. What do you say to the Chiefs haters? Kiss my... That's what I say. Neither of these teams scare me. I mean, they're both really good teams. Hey, Cole, as I'm watching more and more this game, it's becoming more and more feeling to me that whoever wins this will win the game. Yes, I know it's early. Wait, what? Yeah. Oh, whoever breaks the tie will win this game? Oh, I don't know. It's so early. It's still really early. Gina said this game is for Russ, my late bro. May he rest in peace, Gina. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Loss is never easy. Ever. I haven't lost any close family yet. My parents were really young when I was born, so I have like a lot of my family members still around, but I lost one of my closest friends a while back, 2013. He was shot and was my neighbor and one of my closest friends, so that was really hard. So loss is never easy. Megan with the 5. Cole, you have 2,300 people in chat for a non-Chiefs game. Green light with Chris Long has 300 in their chat. Congrats. Oh, I mean, hey, shout out to Greenlight with Chris Long. I know the guy who kind of manages that channel, and they're doing great work themselves. Obviously, Chris Long, longtime NFL player. So much respect to them. But yeah, I mean, this game makes sense for the channel to have some views because they know, most of you guys know, hey, whoever wins this game plays the Chiefs. And then I have a lot of fun calling it. So I think some of you just enjoy that. And I'm very grateful. Let's go. Sorry for your loss. No, it's okay, Susan. I mean, it happened 12 years ago now, but that was the first experience I really felt of somebody close that passed away. And yeah, the chat, it got heavy for a second, but I'm just saying, like, loss is never easy. All right, we are back from commercial break. Lamar and company at the 9. In the I formation under center, hands it off to Henry, and Henry broke one loose for about 10. Every time he gets past the initial line of scrimmage, that line and penetrates, I'm always afraid of what he could do after. Ooh, yeah, some great blocking by the O-line there. I've watched the broadcast for 10 minutes of game time. I sincerely tried, but nope, I'm out on these two. Thank you for calling this game. Nefarious, let's go, man. Thanks so much for the 5 and glad you're here. Xavier with the 28 months. GOAT. Good to see you. The channel growth here is insane. I remember when it was just 10 in here. Hey, man, I'm always extremely grateful that I'm able to do this for a living, and you guys know that. It's not lost on me. 1st and 10. Lamar once again under center. They hand it off this time to Justice Hill. Bounces off to the left sideline. Down it. Pushed out of bounds. Maybe he gets 9. Stan X with the membership. Appreciate that. J Momi? I almost thought it said J Money. Said, let's go. Let's freaking go. How about those Chiefs? Let's get it. Who would you rather have in the championship game? I think the Chiefs might match up a little bit better with the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson just scares me a little bit less. And I don't fear either of them, to be clear here, but Lamar Jackson has had a history of not delivering in the big games. Josh Allen, say what you want about Allen, but he's played really well in some of these games that the Bills have lost. Think of the 13-second game that the Chiefs ended up winning. What else was Josh Allen supposed to do? Flip that to it happening to the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes leads them down, scores the go-ahead touchdown with 13 seconds left. You're up by 3. The Bills then drive down the field, kick a field goal to take it to overtime, win the toss, drive down the field and score a touchdown. That's not on Allen. You know what I mean? So he's played some really good games that the Chiefs, thank God, have been able to get the W over him because of better coaching, better execution on both sides of the ball, all 3 phases. If you want to win these playoff games, you have to be well-rounded and execute when the game matters. But all that to say, I think I fear or have more of I think Josh Allen would be a harder quarterback to face in the conference championship game over Lamar. Now, what helps Lamar is they've got Derrick Henry. They didn't have him last year, obviously. And then week 1, he was still trying to mesh with the offense. So both are going to be really hard fights. There's no sugarcoating it. The toenail game was better. That was a good game. Yeah. The toenail game. I love that. The 13-second game was one of my favorite games ever. None of the national broadcasters have Cole's beard. That's true. I don't even know if they're allowed to grow one. You know what I mean? I feel like they all have to be clean shaven. Maybe some, well, Ryan Fitzpatrick has one, but he's on the Amazon broadcast. I don't know. Yeah, the 13-second game was so nuts, man. Pac West with the 20. Let's go, dude. He said, just checking in. Yeah, when the Bills scored that last touchdown in the 13-second game before overtime with 13 seconds left, I looked at my wife and I said, I've seen Mahomes and company do a lot, but I think it might be over. I was wrong. 2nd and 1. Here we go. Back from commercial. That was the end of the first quarter. So we are now starting the second right now. Lamar in the gun. One playmaker to his left and right. It's a running back fullback. They hand it off to Justice Hill. Bounces out right side. Breaks a tackle. And he gets way more than one. 11 yards on the carry. I want a D-Hop versus DH, Offensive Testament. Oh, Derrick Henry. D-Hop versus Derrick Henry. Okay. We didn't have D-Hop in week 1. That's why I want a Ravens-Chiefs matchup. The Titans' eye poke will be priceless. Imagine the Titans watching. Because the Chiefs traded 2 players. They traded Snead to the Titans and then traded for D-Hop. Yeah, that'd be funny. All right, Lamar. In the gun, 2 out wide each side until they motion likely from the right to the left. Lamar doesn't like what he sees. He's going to tuck it to run, breaks a tackle. Right side, bounces out, makes a man miss, dives forward, and gets lit up. Is he all right? Man, the safety came flying down as Lamar was flying down the opposite direction. Yeah, that's a cheat code with Lamar Jackson, man. He'll run and make you pay for it. I mean, that was a 16-yard scramble. 1st and 10 at the 45. That run from Lamar brought them across midfield. So you have Lamar under center, and he trips and just falls. I think his lineman stepped on his foot, and he just fell to the ground. He either stepped on his foot or he just slipped on the snow. Let me see. He tripped over Lindenbaum's leg. So Lamar falls over for a 4-yard loss. And that's the replay showing the D lineman there shoving the center back. And that's the reason why he had to kind of step backwards farther than expected, and Lamar hit him. 4-yard loss at the 49-yard line in the gun. Lamar's got a couple options out wide each side, but they bring pressure. Quick pass caught over the head of a linebacker, Epinesa, I believe, but likely catches it and hauls it in for a 5-yard gain. If Pat Mahomes never existed, Allen's career would have been looked at a lot differently. Pat put him in his shadow. Yeah, I mean, I think Josh Allen would probably have at least 1 ring if Patrick Mahomes didn't exist right now. But sadly for Bills fans, happily for Chiefs fans, Mahomes does exist. It's a fun rivalry. 3rd and 9. Justice Hill in motion. Lamar in the gun, steps back, checks it down on a shallow crosser. And I believe that's Anthony Miller with the first down and more. Needed 9 and got about 15 on a shallow crosser. I think wasn't Anthony Miller with the Chiefs? I think he was with the Chiefs for a bit. Yeah, it's a fun rivalry. Yeah, for sure. How many coaches left in the playoffs was a part of Andy Reid at one point? I think all of them. I think all 4 had some loose ties to Andy Reid. Harbaugh. I think McVay, right? He's out, though. There's a few. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. You got Lamar in the pistol at the 28, fakes the handoff to Derrick Henry, pulls it, throws to Mark Andrews, bobbles it, shoved, incomplete, 2nd and 10. Milano shoves down. Oh, no. Milano blitzed? Yeah, Milano blitzed Lamar, and Lamar had to let go of that ball. But that's it was thrown slightly behind Mark Andrews, but it was still a drop that he normally doesn't. That normally doesn't happen with Mark Andrews. Yeah, you're right. McVay was Mike Shanahan tree. There's 3 or 4 coaches in the playoffs right now that are connected to Andy Reid. Or there was at one point. High snap, bobbled. Lamar almost fumbled it, catches it, and he does fumble it. It's scooped up by the Bills. 50, 40. Justice Hill's trying to catch him, and he does. The Bills get tackled at the 25-yard line. A costly mistake from playoff Lamar Jackson. Second turnover of this game. It is slicker than ice out there. So some of it's the snow, but the snap was high to begin with. Bounced up off of Lamar over. Lamar tried to field it, then tried to scramble. And that's on Lamar after that. Like, he's trying to spin around and instead of just going down for a loss of a couple yards, it's a fumble returned for 39 yards to set Josh Allen and company up in pretty freaking good field position just outside the red zone. Wow. Was that Von Miller who scooped it, by the way? It was. Von Miller, the former Bronco, picked that up. He's not as young as he used to be, so he couldn't house it. Josh Allen's going to pitch it to the right to Ty Johnson. He got freaking leveled after a gain of about 3 or 4 yards outside the right hash. The way the Texans used the refs as an excuse was hilarious. Yeah, man, the coach did it. Mixon did it. Will Anderson Jr. did it. Like, it was pretty embarrassing all the way around. Kobe with the 5. What camera do you have of the live stream? I like that. About to get one, but I don't know what to look for. Explanation point camera. It's a Sony a7S III with a Sony 16-35 2.8 G Master lens. 2nd and 7. You got Josh Allen at the 21 in the gun, 3 to his left, and he throws to Shakir on a slant, catches it, brings it inside the 10, tackled around the 5. Wow. So that was a 13-yard catch and run from Allen to Shakir. And they're trying to take advantage of this one. Kobe, thanks for the 5, man. All right. Allen under center. Sends Curtis Samuel in motion from the left to the right. Hands it off to Cook up the middle. Thought he got tackled, but he gets pushed forward. Second surge. Does he cross the end zone? And he does not. The goal line, rather. They are just shy of the end zone. Wow. So I thought James Cook was going to get tackled initially for only a couple yard gain, but was able to fight through that and push forward all the way to the 2. Maybe the 1, depending on the spot. John Brown said, James is gonna cook. I think I'm peaking. I'm going to turn my mic down. Am I peaking? I'm going to turn it down just a little. 2nd and goal. Allen wants to bump the play clock, doesn't get it, and sneaks it in. Touchdown Bills. 13-7 Buffalo. That was interesting. Josh Allen was going like this, which means typically a reset of the play clock. Didn't get it. Rushed the snap. Took the snap. And snuck it in left side for a touchdown. I mean, I think the Ravens win this game, but that's also under the assumption that you play a clean game. If they're going to turn the ball over like that and they're going to lose a turnover battle, you're not going to beat offense as high-powered as the Buffalo Bills. So they're going to make you pay. They got away with it after the Lamar interception, but not this time. The extra point by Tyler Bass is not wide right. It is right down the middle, actually, and it is going to be 14-7. Bills up by a touchdown. By the way, Damar Hamlin is the one who had the ankle of Lamar Jackson when he tried to fight forward with his second effort and fumbled. Wow. Okay. So, Kobe, that camera that I have, it's an expensive setup, but I used to be a videographer by trade, so I already had these. I already had this camera. I already had this camera, which makes me look really short because I need to zoom in. But yeah, used to be a videographer by trade. before doing YouTube. Game is over? Well, I don't know about all that, but the Ravens can't keep turning the ball over like that. That's for sure. Lamar is disintegrating. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now I need to check my underdog picks. Where are we even at? I need a James Cook touchdown. He got down to the 1. Lamar hero ball. Going to lose them the game. This is feeling like the Lions meltdown game. Said Nefarious with the 5. Man, the Lions-Commanders game was nuts. Yeah, it really was. And then with another 5. Thank you, Nefarious. DeMar is having a career year. A lot wrote him off as just a died on the field story, but he's proven this year he's money. Yeah, I think didn't some injuries kind of force him to step up? I know he made the 53-man roster. I can't remember if he made it as a starter or not, but he's had a pretty good year this year, all things considered. Yeah, thanks for the back-to-back 5 bombs. Yeah, I need a Derrick Henry touchdown and a James Cook touchdown. That would be pretty nice. Let's see. Cole, did you hear Cowturd praising Aikman's refs Chiefs hate bias, basically calling him the voice of the people? His Rocky Mountain Oysters extra salty. What's up, Adam? Thanks for the 5. I did listen to Colin Cowherd's post-game reaction. I actually like the Colin Cowherd his podcast, not necessarily his program that's on TV, but I do find his podcast pretty insightful. Now, with that being said, yeah, he was kind of just saying, hey, I like that Troy Aikman voiced his opinion and thoughts about the refs and the officiating. But I thought Colin Cowherd actually talked about the penalties a lot better and without bias, like with much less bias than Troy Aikman. I did not think Troy Aikman did a great job about it, but I'm also a Chiefs fan. But, it's just like when you say, oh, that was such a horrible call, that's awful, it's like you're not even trying to see why they flag it. So there are some awful calls out there. One of them was a bit soft, but to say it's awful and just whine about it for an hour is ridiculous. So Mitchell is going to take this kickoff and crosses from the right to the left and gets a pretty decent return, 29 yards. Aikman sucks. I mean, yeah, I just call the games. I don't listen to him a lot. DJ Gene, what kind of question is that, brother? Aikman was relevant when the minimum wage was $5.50? Sheesh. All right, here we go. So you've got the Ravens offense taking the field again here. 1st and 10 at the 35 after a pretty decent kick return. Lamar's in the gun, likely in motion from the left to the right. Derrick Henry to Lamar's left. Meanwhile, Lamar's going to scramble right, pumps a couple times, and just takes off down the right side, splits a couple Buffalo Bills defenders, gets shoved late out of bounds, and there is a fight. Now they separated pretty quickly. I don't think they liked how late Lamar Jackson was shoved, but I need to see. He was tackled out of bounds is what it was. So basically, he started the tackle before Lamar Jackson went out of bounds, but finished it out of bounds. And some people, it was the Ravens sideline, so they were not happy about it. 45-yard line, under center I formation. They hand it off to Derrick Henry, bounces off a tackler, a would-be tackler, and gets about 7. I just found out that DraftKings is now available in Missouri. Yeah, so sports betting passed in Missouri, so they're going to start bringing up a lot of stuff in the state of Missouri. You won't have to cross the state line anymore to place a lot of your sports bets. Underdog is having some stuff come up, too, that'll allow us to do that as well, so I'm excited about that. That'll be for next season. So the last 2 drives in a row have been turnovers. What does this drive look like for the Ravens as Lamar is under center? Hands it off to Henry. He gets almost stopped for a loss and is able to, on second effort, get right near the line to gain. It was 2nd and 4, and we'll say 3rd and inches now. Nefarious with a 10. He started all year. Oh, talking about Damar Hamlin. Have been watching him closely after Tua tried to spear himself through his chest and concussed himself. I had him on fantasy defense team after he had been solid game after game. Let's go, dude. Yeah, I remember that the game that Tua got concussed, it was actually Damar Hamlin that made the tackle, which was pretty crazy. 3rd and 1. The refs are whistling and running out here. What are they doing? I think the Ravens called a timeout. Okay. The Ravens called a timeout, 30-second break. Jacob with the 5. Aikman is 100% jealous that he never got those calls and more, so that Mahomes is clearly already a superior QB than he was. I mean, maybe there's a little bit of jealousy there. Yeah, maybe there's a little bit there for sure. He did give Mahomes props and praise. Sorry, my camera's like freaking out at other points in this. What is going on? He did give Mahomes props and praise at other points in the game, but yeah, it was a little hard there to listen to for a while. 3rd and 1 after the timeout break. See what happens here. Jeff with the 5 said, Cole, I wanted the Eagles to lose, but I am glad Rams and Stafford got eliminated. Stafford was the one QB in the NFC that truly scared me. Yeah, I think he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Meanwhile, on 3rd and 1, I think they ran a sneak. And there is a dog pile of players. It's hard to see what happened here. They cut from the booth to the play so quickly I couldn't see exactly what happened. I need a replay. Here we go. So Mark Andrews, I believe, ran a sneak, a tight end tush push, and he clearly made it through. Yeah, Jeff, Matt Stafford is a great QB. I thought he might actually pull off the win. Uh-oh. Who's getting carted off? Was that Matt Milano to the locker room? Lamar, meanwhile, pumps, fakes it left, steps back, deep shot, caught. Oh my God. It's a Ravens ball at the 3-yard line. Rashad Bateman with a bomb. 41 yards. Lamar fakes a quick pass, turns around, steps up, plants his feet, and Bateman, man, runs a great route. Burns Damar Hamlin, actually. He wasn't expecting it. Over the top of the safety help. Ravens ball at the 3. It's about to be tied. In theory. Was that Matt Milano getting looked at? Can somebody answer that in chat? Oh, it's Taylor Rapp. 1st and goal. I formation. They hand it off to Henry, and we need a Henry touchdown, but he is stonewalled for no gain. Wow. So 2nd and goal. They're going to have to separate a couple guys from the pile as it's getting a little chippy. Taylor Rapp is getting evaluated for a concussion. Yeah, there was shoving after the play, and they got a Buffalo Bills lineman got tackled. Oh, shoot. 2nd and goal at the 3. Offset I formation for Lamar. They're going to fake the handoff to Henry. Wants to throw, nowhere to go, and he's going to get sacked. He tried to get back near the line of scrimmage and lost several. They're going to say he lost 5 yards, and they're going to credit that as a sack by Russo. Yeah, you should have just handed it off to Henry. Play action, nobody bit. Coverage sack, Lamar had nowhere to go. Blind Justice with the 5. If I were reversed, Stroud sliding and 2 Chiefs diving at his head the same, that wasn't a flag. Losers would be crying for a flag against KC. Yeah, I mean, if Stroud slides in that situation and 2 Chiefs defenders hit him up near the head, even though it wasn't a lot of contact because they mainly hit each other, I think Stroud gets the flag too. You got to protect the quarterback. Lamar gets the ball off out of the gun with 1 second left, throws it in the direction of Derrick Henry, bobbles it, gets hit. The ball rolls around, but they're going to say it's incomplete, 4th and goal. Derrick Henry cannot catch passes, dude. Henry was lined up in the gun and was a check down option for Lamar, but nothing. Incomplete, and the Ravens are going to settle for a field goal. You got up to the 3-yard line and you're settling for a field goal, man. Wow. 26-yard attempt by Justin Tucker from the right hash is good. And in case you're wondering who Justin Tucker is and what he likes to do in his free time, I mean, do I got a little video clip to show you guys if I can find it?
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-yard field goal over off the crossbar and through to be.
So there's a little bit of info about Justin Tucker in case you didn't know. Blind Justice, thanks again for the 5-bomb, brother. Yeah, I was a 26-year-old, though. 26-yarder, I mean. That was a chip shot. Chiefs started at 13 and only managed a field goal. Yeah, and I was just as upset. I was more upset at the Chiefs for that one. But you got all the way to the 3 just now with the Ravens and couldn't get in the end zone. That's tough. Rust with the 5. I am not a ref pitcher, but is there anything that will draw a flag against the Ravens? Not yet. Not yet, Rust. Brand with another 5 gifted. Let's go, man. So it's a 4-point game. You hate both teams, all right? Fair enough. I don't hate either of these teams really. I have a healthy respect for both of them. I mean, I'm trying to think of teams that I actually hate. I mean, obviously the division rivals, like not a big fan of the Broncos, hate the Raiders, not a big fan of the Bengals, but a lot of teams in the league I just have a healthy respect for. Now, some of you guys might have different interactions with their fan bases and you don't like them for this reason or that, but just if I separate some of the fan bases, and I just think of teams, players, if they're a class act, respectful, like I don't have any problems. I don't really have any problems with Josh Allen. I think him and Mahomes are friends. I mean, Josh Allen flops a lot. Mahomes tried to follow in his suit yesterday. But other than that, like great player. Lamar's a great player. I don't know. I don't have a problem really with either of these teams. I really don't respect the Bengals. Yeah, that's a team that like talks a lot. And then the Texans, like I like the Texans. Like Azeez Al-Shaair is kind of dirty, but I had a healthy respect for them heading into this game, but the way some of them handled the loss, like it was awful. Field goals aren't going to cut it. Yeah, Joe, exactly. What kind of dog is that? It's a mini golden doodle. She loves this half stare. Always puts her head on it. It's not even comfy. Justin 65-yarder Tucker bangs the kickoff through the back of the end zone. Yeah, she's a golden doodle, a mini. Allen is a crybaby. Oh, that wasn't Tucker? What do you mean not Tucker? Oh. Wait, Tucker doesn't do kickoffs? Never mind. I'm confused. Josh Allen at the 30, wants to go deep, doesn't like it, checks it down to Cook, right side, barrels up the right side for about 8 yards. I didn't realize Tucker didn't do the kickoffs. My bad. Who's hurt? Taylor Rapp? Taylor Rapp is the guy that got carted to the locker room. 2nd and 3. Josh Allen trying to motion some of his guys around, changing the play. Alert, alert. 1 second left on the play clock. Gets a snap off, pitches it right side. Davis gets the first down and more all the way across the 50-yard line. Gain of 16 yards. Kathy with the 2, can't stand Romo. Thanks for streaming, Cole. Let's go, Kathy. Glad you're here. Thank you so much for the kind words. Well, I mean, you just said you can't stand Romo, but thanks for streaming. Yeah, I'm glad. First family dog? Yeah. I mean, I grew up with dogs, but that was a nice little run by Davis, the rookie, for 16 yards, setting up a first down. We are nearing the 2-minute warning here. Just across midfield, Allen, under center, hands it off again, and Davis is going to go for about 10 yards this time, and we might have a Raven injured on the field because Ray Davis got lit up. But I saw somebody from the Raven secondary slow to get up. Might be fine. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. How are you guys feeling about this game so far? How do you feel about the Commanders winning? That was pretty cool. Romo slobbing all over Allen. I mean, here's the thing. I think like former quarterbacks, they really love to watch fun quarterback play because people will say that Romo does that also about Mahomes. I mean, but they just like to watch great quarterback play. So yeah, maybe some of the praise is like a little bit much, but they just are over the moon about fun quarterbacks. And I mean, Josh Allen does make some fun plays, good plays. So does Lamar. You think the Commanders beat the Eagles next week, huh? Yeah, that'll be crazy. What are your thoughts on the Commanders beating the Lions? Yeah, I had the Lions winning, but their defense is so depleted. I said if Jaden Daniels plays a great game, I think they could potentially win in a shootout, and they ended up pulling away in the second half. Now, I think Goff had a couple turnovers. You can't do that. Can't do that. Karolevsky with the 5 said, what matters to the Chiefs is that these two teams beat the stuffing out of each other. Yeah, I mean, you want these guys to be tired coming into Arrowhead for the AFC Championship. Yeah, Jalen Hurts got injured near the end of that game. He hurt his knee. That's true. That's true. Hurts might not be 100%. What commercial is this? CBS original Beyond the Gates? That looks horrible. That looks so bad. That slap was awful, dude. Yeah, very true. The Chiefs just want these teams tired as they go into Arrowhead. What's up, Brad? Good to see you. 1992 was the last time Washington was in the Super Bowl. Wow. Chiefs versus Commanders Super Bowl. Chiefs win 41-34. I mean, I thought it was going to be Chiefs-Lions, but nope. Lions dunzo. All right, I think we are just almost back from commercial break. Actually, we are. 2-minute warning concluded. 2nd and 1 for the Bills. At the 37-yard line, Allen, under center, hands it off to Cook. He gets the first down. I mean, the Bills have plenty of time here. All 3 timeouts as well. Who started out with the ball? The Ravens started with the ball, so I think the Bills have a chance to double dip here and really pull ahead in this game if the Ravens defense can't hold here. A minute and a half to go at the 35, 1st and 10. Allen in the gun. He's got 2 options out wide each side. It's a quick throw left side to Shakir. He gets about 4 yards. The play gets whistled. What happened? Timeout? What are we blowing the whistle for? Yeah, timeout Ravens. Misa with the 2. Who do we match up better with? Details as to why. I think the Chiefs match up a little bit better against the Ravens. I mean, I'm not going to be able to give you a huge like X's and O's reason why from studying a bunch of film or anything, but just statistically and historically, the Chiefs have matched up a little bit better. I just fear Lamar Jackson a little bit more or less than Josh Allen. I think Spags can get into Lamar's head, sending pressure this way or that way. Of course, Lamar is a dangerous threat, and you can't let him escape the pocket. You got to put a spy on him, all that. But I think Josh Allen has performed better in high-pressure situations against the Chiefs than Lamar has. And the Ravens are also down Zay Flowers, so I kind of like that matchup. If Zay Flowers doesn't play in the AFC Championship, you're down one of your top receivers. They still have Aguilar. They still got Bateman. They got Likely. They got Mark Andrews. Likely went for over 100 yards on the Chiefs week 1. But that's a couple of reasons why. I mean, whoever wins this game, I'm going to do a bunch of preview stuff this week, but those are my initial thoughts. Brett, with the 5, have any worries if Bills win? Oh, do you have any worries if the Bills win, considering they've already beat the Chiefs in the regular season? I mean, I think there's strengths from both of these teams. The Ravens' defense is a little bit better. I mean, we just saw another Bills defender get carted off. I think that was Taylor Rapp. Concerns? I mean, Josh Allen is a concern. That guy obviously made the Chiefs pay early on in the regular season. Now, a little bit different Chiefs team now. You've got Kareem Hunt healthy. Pacheco's back. You have Hollywood Brown now. Did they have DeAndre Hopkins when they played him earlier on in the season? Maybe they did. I can't remember. Joe Tooney's now left tackle. Things look a lot different. I think the Chiefs would match up a little bit more efficiently against Buffalo at the AFC Championship game. But, yeah, I mean, there's concerns that both of these teams bring for a reason. Well-coached, good players, playmakers, but I think the Chiefs, there's a definite path for the Chiefs to win either of these games. Mike Gerber with the 24 months. Wow, 2 years as a member. That's crazy. Want to raid someone at half? Suggestion is Maggie at Fairweather Fan. She's just starting. I found her for reactions. I haven't done a lot of raids recently, but we could potentially do that. Thank you for the 24 months. Back from commercial break, Josh Allen is in the gun, going to hand it off to Cook and get nowhere. Maybe a yard. I'm going to call it 3rd and 5. Super tough, probably at home since they played yesterday. Yeah, the Chiefs get an extra day of rest as well. That's something to think about. They played yesterday, and then obviously this game is tonight. The Chiefs were the early game yesterday, roughly 30-ish hours of more rest. Also, from here on out, it's Leo the Wall Chanel. Fair enough. Did Chris Jones re-injure his calf? I mean, Andy Reid said after the game there were no real injuries to report. Everybody got out of there without getting super banged up. All right, we are back from commercial break. Let's get it. Third and 5 at the 30. Cover 0, says Josh Allen. From the gun, 3 to his left. Looks left. Fires left. 50-50 ball. Lots of contact. Keon Coleman couldn't haul it in. It might be OPI. Are they going to flag the Ravens? Because it looked like Keon Coleman pushed. Wow, they are going to flag the Ravens there. Tremaine White, I believe. Upon watching the replay, it looked like White started to fall and maybe pulled a little bit on Coleman. I don't know, dude. I don't know about that one. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, that was tough. I don't think the broadcast agrees with that call either. They're at the 12-yard line now, 1st and 10. Mac Hollins in motion. They hand it off to Cook, and Cook's going to get 4 yards. Cole, thoughts on that call? Yeah, I don't know that should have been called. Super Bowl prediction? I don't know. Chiefs. Probably a Chiefs-Eagles at this point in time based on who's in the conference games. 2nd and 6. Allen in the gun, empty. 3 to his left, 2 to his right. Ravens show pressure, but Allen, is going to scramble forward, trying to fight for the first down, gets 5. 3rd and 2, the Bills take a timeout. You got 2 left. Les won with the 5. I want the Ravens to win so they can avenge for the Chiefs' loss in the week 11 of the regular season. Was that week 11? I didn't realize it was that late. So they definitely had D-Hop during that time, I think. Yes. You want the Ravens to win? Oh, so they can avenge losing to the Chiefs in week 1, maybe is what you mean? Maybe that's what you mean. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 2, 20 seconds left after this timeout. Got a couple timeouts left in case you need it. You can't afford to run here because of that. Allen's in the gun. They're going to hand it off. Nope, Allen's going to keep it, and he's going to plow through for a touchdown. Another Bills touchdown, and they're going to go up 21-10, and I believe get the ball to start the second half. You have 2 turnovers. Talking about Baltimore, and the Bills have made you pay. Now, the Ravens did drive down the field and make a field goal. 9 plays, 57 yards on the last drive, but you don't want field goals against the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, Josh Allen, I think, had the ability to hand it off or keep it. Ended up keeping it, running up the middle, touchdown. Tyler Bass with the extra point. It is good. It's going to be 21-10. Bills up by 11 with 16 seconds to go in the half here. I don't know why teams do this. Allen's going to keep it every time. Yeah, what's crazy is there was 2 or 3 Ravens defenders kind of wrapping him up, but Josh Allen just kind of plowed through. I mean, Allen is an athletic quarterback in the build of like a tight end. He's hard to stop. Thoughts on how Jalen Watson played against the Texans? I need to go back and really watch his snaps, but I didn't see any crazy negative plays by Jalen Watson. I don't even know how many snaps he played. But I did see him out there for sure. Seemed to do a decent job in his first game back. He'll be better in the conference championship. Yeah, Watson almost had an INT, but so it was like he collided with Justin Reed. And that's when Justin Reed kind of got laid out. Yeah, 2 turnovers already, and that's, I think, a key to this game because that second turnover, the Bills turned it into a touchdown. How's Justin Reed doing? I think he's okay. Andy Reid said there's no real injuries to report, so I think Justin Reed is fine. All right, this kickoff is going to be caught, and it's going to be returned. Mitchell breaks a couple tackles and gets all the way to the 34. Now, the Ravens have no timeouts in 9 seconds. I would assume they kneel it out. You take it to halftime, and we'll see what happens in the second half. But the Ravens can't be turning the ball over. Dez, with the 27 months, Baltimore doing what you can't do against Buffalo, turn the ball over. That's why Casey lost to them in the regular season. Yeah, I mean, Mahomes, they did kneel that ball out, by the way. So it's halftime. Halftime, Bills up by 11. All right, so down 11. The Ravens are going to have to play a perfect second half. Yeah, so Mahomes had a pick against the Bills earlier on in the season, and then threw another one end of game. It was kind of like a hope/prayer throw on like 3rd or 4th down, late, like when they were already down by 9. Oh, Les one said, nah, I want the Bills out. We can rematch Ravens. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, right now the Ravens are going to need to play a much better second half. Noom Say, sorry, I'm going to butcher that name, but said, hey, Cole, huge Chiefs fan for 8 years from Brazil, and I've been following you since 2023. Love your videos so much. I still get nervous in the playoffs, so hey, I get nervous too. I was nervous yesterday. I was. Who gets the ball again? I'm pretty sure the Ravens started out with the ball, so the Bills get the ball to start the third quarter. Yeah, we all get nervous. Yeah, I was nervous kind of like the night before. Yeah, I was a little bit nervous the night before. Let me see if there's a little bit of an injury update on Rap. Neither team can step up. I mean, I hope whoever wins, which if it's the Bills, cool. If it's the Ravens, cool. That the Chiefs are able to get that dub. I'd rather play the Bills, but I'd enjoy either team losing tonight. It goes into quadruple overtime. 5-hour game. Anna said, blah, blah, blah. Neither team sucks. No, neither team sucks. They're both good. They're here for a reason. If you make it to the Final Four in your conference, you're a good team. The Ravens got the ball first. Still hoping for the asteroid. I don't even know what that means. Anna, you need to relax. Chill out. Calm down. You're going to be all right. Do you think it should be Humphreys at tackle and Tooney at guard? Yeah, I don't know. Like they kind of. I feel like if you're going to roll with Tooney and Caliendo in the divisional round, I would be pretty surprised if they switch that up for the AFC Championship game. Lamar is a pumpkin. I mean, in a perfect world, DJ Humphreys would have had a couple of games under his belt with Joe Tooney at left guard heading into the playoffs. That's your 5. Humphreys, Tooney, Creed, Trey Smith, Jawan Taylor. That did not happen because of his hamstring. And so they opted to go Tooney, Caliendo, left tackle, left guard. But that has its own set of drawbacks too. Caliendo is not the best guard, especially when you're comparing him to Joe Tooney. So he's going to affect the run game a little bit, but it's also in pass pro. Like Mike Caliendo is going to get worked over a little bit more, obviously, than Joe Tooney would be. But I don't know at this point in time that you're going to switch that rotation up. I think you might ride with Joe Tooney, Mike Caliendo combo until the Super Bowl. I could be wrong, obviously, and maybe that was more game plan specific against the Texans because they have such an elite D-line. We'll have to wait and see. He'll probably, Andy Reid is who I'm talking about, say all week long, oh, we're rotating both Tooney and Humphreys in at left tackle, and we'll see. Game time decision. That's probably what he'll do. Rust said, have you heard about the Super Bowl logo color conspiracy this year? What is it? I'm trying to find this comment. Come back. Sometimes YouTube glitches. This year, the logo is red and green. So it'd be what? Chiefs and Eagles? Fine with me. Let's go. Chiefs-Eagles rematch. They're a good team, man. Saquon is a dog. Like Hurts and company, they're not having to do as much right now because Saquon's rushing for 200, 150, 200 yards, a couple touchdowns. You don't have to do a lot when you've got a guy doing that. Just feed that guy. Flip with the 5. Fun fact, Karlaftis nearly got the game, or the same number of sacks as in one game as Chris Jones did in the whole entire regular season, sitting at 5 sacks. Yeah, I mean, Karlaftis had a great game. He had 3 sacks yesterday, which tied a franchise record with Frank Clark for the most sacks ever in one playoff game, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the story of this game, if we're talking tonight, the game we're watching, Ravens-Bills, I mean, I'll look at the box score real quick. But there's not, like, the biggest takeaway to me is, like, the Ravens turned the ball over twice. Obviously, that INT here, I'll zoom in more. That INT early on in the game, it went touchdown. Lamar threw an interception. You can't do that. Now, the Bills did end up punting, so the Ravens defense held strong, but then the next drive, 9 plays, 54 yards, fumble, as Lamar kind of choked that one away. The Bills then turned that turnover into a touchdown. So the Bills have had 1, 2, 3, 4 drives to the Ravens, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, but the Ravens started out with the ball. This doesn't count. You can't say the Ravens have 5 drives. I mean, that probably counts on the paper, but that's a kneel the game out, kneel the half out. Go to the locker room. The 2 turnovers are the biggest things, in my opinion. Lamar Jackson, 6 for 10, 123 yards, a touchdown, but that INT is pretty big. He's leading the room in rushing. I mean, Derrick Henry really needs to get going. He's got 8 carries for just 21 yards, and he's only averaging 2.6 yards per attempt. That's not great. If we flip it to the Bills side, Josh Allen's just 5 for 7, 69 yards, nice. Sacked once. But James Cook is a little bit more effective on the ground. 10 carries, 35 yards. Khalil Shakir is their leading receiver. I think, Bateman? Yeah, has 2 for 58, likely has 3 for 49 for the Ravens. But when you have turnovers, shorter field, you don't have to do as much. You're worried about JH? Who's JH? They asked him about his knee. Oh, Jalen Hurts, okay. And if he was going to play next week, and he just said he's glad we won today is all I will say. I'm afraid he is injured bad. I pray not. He is good. Yeah, he did hurt his knee late in the game, or in the second half, I believe. I don't know. I haven't seen any updates on it, but as soon as that game was over, I went live here. So we'll have to wait and see. And we'll definitely go from there. But hopefully, he's not too injured. Yeah. Gil with the 10 bomb. Let's go. Chiefs three-peat? Please. Please, young sir. Would love that. Lamar ball. A choke machine? Oh, no. Yeah, he did fumble and throw a pick, which is not good. Well, would you rather tackle Pacheco or Hunt in the gap? Oh, God. Neither. They would both send me into the shadow realm. Allen has the refs on his payroll? Nah. But it was funny to see the refs talking with him last week on the sideline. Who would we rather play? I don't know. You guys let me know. I feel like the Ravens would match up a little bit better, but the Bills are winning. It would be fun to if the Chiefs go up against Buffalo and beat them, it would be fun to send them home for the 4th time in the playoffs in the Mahomes and Allen era. Josh Allen has more rough... Yeah. Why are we... I mean, here's the thing, guys. Penalties happen. It happens every single game. Officiating is inconsistent. It's not great. And it happens all the time. So, yeah, I mean, Allen gets calls his way. Sometimes Mahomes gets calls his way. It just happens. The Ravens are looking rough and easy to rattle. Bills are easy to rattle too, though. Yeah, I think Josh Allen might be a little more calm, cool, collected in the pocket. FLDB. You want to chat? Chat about this game?
Hey, yeah. What's up?
What's up, dude? What's up? I'm going to just run to the bathroom if you want to just give thoughts on second half, or first half, rather.
Sure. Yeah. Yay. Got it. Yeah. This game has been all Buffalo so far. Lamar turning the ball over. It's not ideal. He's got to really fix that, especially in this half. And then their defense has to step up and stop Josh from running. So I think going forward, I think the Bills are going to win this. I had the Bills anyway. I just think they're the more put together team. And I actually think they match up against us really well. Spags didn't really spy Josh Allen much in the first matchup. So I think that he'll have a different game plan this time around, and I feel he'll get it done. Cora, yeah. I got some crazy hair. I need a haircut pretty bad, but all good. Bills are rolling right now. Yep, they definitely are.
FLDB
yeah,
needs a haircut.
I don't. Yeah, well,
you need a haircut, brother?
It's been a while. I need to get this locks.
I need a haircut. Just playing.
Heck yeah.
Let's see. Go Chiefs. 3-peat said Gil with the 10. Flip. Thanks again for the 5. Yeah, heck yeah. Cole, please make a cry ass shirt for the haters. That'd be funny. Cry asses. I don't know how you would phrase that. What the heck, dude? Brand with another 5 gifted.
Man,
thank you so much, man. Holy smokes. He's got a goal. He's like gifting a certain amount for the 3-peat. I think he's pacing it. Let's go, man. Well, FLDB, thanks for running the scoreboard, brother. Getting ready for the second half. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me check all these cameras. I think, yeah, they're all zoomed in. Maybe even this one. Nah, we good. All right, let's go. You rust with the 10. I get so tired of the Lamar hype versus Mahomes disrespect that I hope he loses, but I do agree we match up better with the Ravens. 3-time MVP. Give me a break. I mean, here's the honest truth is, like, Lamar is great in the regular season. I mean, he probably deserves MVP again this year for the 3rd time. But yeah, the knock on him, the struggle with him over the years, he just can't get it done in the biggest moments, the brightest lights, and struggles there. So that is definitely something he struggled with. And if he doesn't win today, I mean, that's going to stay with him. We're expecting good weather next Sunday. Yeah, should be pretty good weather. Lamar is the most valuable choker. I mean, I like Lamar, man. I think he's a good quarterback, but yeah, it just struggles in the playoffs. If they don't turn it around, they're going to go home again. We call him it's playoff Lamar. He just struggles in the playoffs. How long till the game's back on? Any second now. They look like they're about to resume. I feel like the playoff halftimes are even longer for the divisional. I'm just switching AirPods so mine doesn't die on me. All right, I think we're good. We're good. But Russ, thanks for the 10, man. Yeah, media likes to do this stuff. They like to say blah, 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 Lamar this, Mahomes that, Allen that. They are around to draw attention, views, create division, stir people up, rage bait, all that stuff. So it happens. I do not want to have to play Washington in the Super Bowl, said Nurse. So you'd rather the Eagles? Both good teams, but yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what happens with Jalen Hurts and his knee, because that's going to affect some things. All right, we are starting this game, second half rather, of this game. The Ravens are set to kick off. Bryce, thank you so much for the 26-month membership renewal. The kick is up, underway. It's going to be returned as the returners fight for the ball. Davis cuts inside, gets tackled about the 25. Lamar looks very upset. I mean, I guess we'll see. You got to focus and lock in. Lamar probably would end up with Jets or Browns. Wait, what? When? He's probably going to be with the Ravens for a long time. App with the 7 Canadian. Cole, you're so handsome. Let's go. And Casey in 7 straight AFC Conference Championship games. Here's hoping for that 3 Super Bowls wins. Love you and Red Kingdom. Let's go, App. Thanks so much for that. Alert, alert, said Allen from under center. Offset I formation, changing the play. It's a pitch right side to James Cook. Nowhere to go. Maybe a gain of 1. Nate West said, I'm feeling a classic ending to this game. I mean, all I really want is a football fan, and it's not a Chiefs game. If it's a Chiefs game, I want the game to be a blowout, no stress. But if it's a non-Chiefs game, I want it down to the wire, Rams and Eagles style. I want the Bills to punt here and the Ravens to score a touchdown to make it a 4-point game. And let's get it going. Shout out to Cole. Shout out to Bing. Thank you, man. After a 1-yard run, Allen is in the gun. Shakir in motion from the right to the left. He's got 3 options to his left, and he looks left. He's got time to throw, and he's off target. Dalton Kincaid was the intended target, so if you're the Ravens, you get your wish here. The Bills go 3 and out. The Bills go 3 and out. He underthrew his target. But Kincaid could have... Oh, it's 3rd and 9. I'm tripping, guys. My bad. It's not 3 and out. It's 3rd and 9 now. They switched to 3rd and 9 by the time I looked at the broadcast, and I thought that it was 4th and 9, but that was just 2 plays because I'm an idiot. So it's 3rd and 9 after that. Kincaid in motion from the right to the left. Allen is going to step back, and pressure is going to force him way back into the pocket. He tries to throw it away, but... he was out of the pocket, but did the ball get back to the line of scrimmage? If not, that is intentional grounding. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage? He was out of the pocket. Oh, it did say 4th for a second? Okay, so maybe I did read the scoreboard right. Oh, they said receiver number 1 was in the area? I mean, kinda. Talking about Curtis Samuel? It was kind of in the area. That was a nice little blitz there. Flushed Allen from backwards into his right. And that now is 4th and 9. 3 and out. Ravens get their wish. If you want this to be a game, here we go. Ty Johnson, the returner. Martin, the punter. Fields the snap. Booms it up. It's caught at the 20. And... oh, it's Sims, actually, the returner, and he's able to shoot his way up 15 yards. Ty Johnson's with the Bills, dude. I'm tripping today. Sims with the return for 16 yards, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Ravens' 36-yard line. Pat with the 5. We beat the Bills as a revenge for our only loss would be cherry atop a perfectly historic season when we three-peat. First super on a live stream. Dude, yeah, you're right. I mean, that's a good, fun reason to want the Bills. Like, you want to get the best, and since they did best you in the regular season, then that would be a fun AFC Championship game. It's going to go down to the wire. Most likely, it's going to be a tough game. Let's see. So, can I DM you on X of my room? I think you'd like it. Sure. Is it like a Chiefs, like, you got like Chiefs stuff on it or something? Are you doing anything fun with the fam after the game? Nah, they go into bed. Kids go to bed at like 8. After the game, it's going to be like 10 p.m. I hung out with the fam yesterday, like for the first half of the day. What's up, Smiley? Amazing play calling. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, we're on another commercial break, sadly. We're on another commercial break, sadly. Are you live streaming the NFC Championship? Possibly. I haven't decided yet. It is back-to-back games, so I don't know if I want to stream back-to-back games or not. It's just a long day. I'll watch them both regardless, but we'll see. Underneath Cole's beard is another Tank 7. How did you know? Oh my God, Julia. That's crazy. How did you freaking know? That's insane. Oh, he's talking about the NCAA National Championship? Nah, I ain't watching that. I don't even know who's playing. I'm not going to lie to you. That's no disrespect if you watch it. I just have I don't follow college at all. My brother is currently, he goes to UMKC. You live in OP? Nice. Let's go. Or you used to live there? That's cool. Tap with the 5. Bring on the Bills. We need to set the record straight. That'd be a great game. All right, we're back from commercial break. Play action and pressure is going to force Lamar Jackson to get rid of that ball. Incomplete. Aguilar was the intended target. 2nd and 10. The Ravens need points in the most desperate of ways. There is a leprechaun pouring it behind the beard. Tap, thanks again for the 5-bomb, man. What do you want, Case? All right, 2nd and 10. Lamar, quick throw, right side to Andrews, tries to shed the initial tackle and can't shake it. So maybe a 4-yard gain there. Is Taylor Rapp back or no? He's not back. Cole, do you watch non-streamed games on a comfy couch or there at your computer? I watch it upstairs in the living room. Crank it up, sit back on the couch. All right, 3rd and 5. The Ravens are 4 for 5 on 3rd downs today. Their problem has just been they've had 2 turnovers. Likely in motion to the left, Lamar in the gun. He's changing up the play, but he's only got 3 seconds left on the play clock. Bills are showing a lot of pressure. They're bringing 4 with a spy. Lamar throws, caught wide open Mark Andrews on 3rd and 5, gets up to the 50-yard line for a gain of 9, maybe 10. How long have I been on YouTube? Almost 3-ish years, I think. Yeah, Andrews ran a crosser, got open. Lamar with a good pass. There you go. 1st down at the 50. In the gun. Hands it off to Justice Hill. Hill makes 2 men miss and shoots up for 10 yards, up to the 40. Wow. Refs were butt-patting the Bills players. He stood up. I mean, here's the thing, man. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. I don't think anybody... I think the refs just don't want to be hated. They're going to try to call the game as fair as they can. I don't think there's some deep conspiracy theory going on. So they want to be friendly to the players and probably want the players to like them too. But yeah, you're going to see stuff like that for sure. 1st and 10 in the pistol. Lamar hands it off to Henry, and Henry gets 10, 12 yards, 28-yard line. There you go. If you're the Ravens, you need Henry to move. He's got to move. I need a Derrick Henry touchdown. We're not going to get our Josh Allen rushing yards if the Bills are up. So we need to make this close so Josh Allen feels like he has to run. So I got some underdog picks on the line here. All right, so Derrick Henry's back on the sideline as the crowd gets loud. Ravens creeping up to the red zone. Lamar under center. 1 man in motion, pitches it left. Hill is going to get bottled up for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Uh-oh. Almost as if it's a game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a game. Now, obviously, we are fans. Fan is short for fanatic. So we love to see our team win. We have rivalries. We talk trash. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is a game. These guys are paid a lot of money to try to go win and entertain the masses. But for the most part, it's love between the players after the game's over. During the game, they hitting each other. They lighten it up. All right, 2nd and 12. Lamar in the gun. The Bills are blitzing. Quick pass. Mark Andrews couldn't corral it. 3rd and 12. Uh-oh. You had another blitz attacking Lamar. And Lamar was trying to sidearm sling it to Andrews and just missed. 3rd and 12. I mean, if you're the Ravens, this is 2-down territory. I think you've got to try to get 5, 7, 8, 9 yards here and go for it. Let's see what happens. If the Bills are aggressive, Lamar's probably going to have to throw. You've got Lamar in the gun. 1 second on the play clock. Delay a game. Wait, they let the play run? Nah, it gets blown dead. Yeah, the play gets blown dead, but they let the play run for a minute. It was weird. Yeah, let's delay a game. 3rd and 17. That is less than ideal. Yeah, it was definitely delay of game. I don't know what that was. Who's your editor? I got a couple. Alex and Troy. All right, 3rd and 17. Bills fans are going berserk right now, backed all the way up to the 36. The Ravens need points desperately. Lamar is in the gun. He's got a couple options. Checks it down, and Bateman got drilled from behind after a gain of only 5. 4th and 12. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, Matt Milano with a big hit. Milano was the spy, so he's up near the line of scrimmage, but then chases the check down pass all the way down and lights him up, and the Ravens are going to have to settle for a field goal. If they make it, it is an 8-point game, so it's a 1-score game. Let's see what happens, though. Justin Tucker has struggled this season with deep or long field goal attempts. 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick is up, but this time right down the middle. It's going to be 13-21. Ravens trailing by 8. Kobe with the 2 said, okay, sent. All right, I'm checking it out. We got the bed with the Chiefs gear. We got the calendar. We got the chair. We got the curtains. Bro, you got Chiefs decked out. Looks like maybe black light as well. Oh, you got it decked out, brother. Let's go. Heck yeah, man. Nice. Love it, man. Susan with the 1 month. Dude, Lamar should be running the ball. He'll get a heck of a slide. Yeah, I mean, the problem with what's going on right now is the Bills are bringing a lot of pressure. Lamar has nowhere to go. They needed a score here, so that's good. Yeah, so if you can get a stop, it is an 8-point game right now. So if you can get a stop and get a touchdown, you can go for 2 to tie it. I'm not saying that's going to happen. Santos said, now we ask ourselves, can the Chiefs stop the Bills? I mean, that's always the question, right? The Bills a lot of times get the Chiefs in the regular season, and the Chiefs have been able to pull it off in the playoffs, but, I mean, it's going to be a tough matchup if the Bills end up winning this game. This is what they mean when they say defense wins championships. What do you mean, Brand? What happened? What'd I miss? Because of the turnovers on the Ravens? The takeaways? All right, garage beer completed. That mission is complete. Mission Tank 7, next. I'm going to sip on it, though. Don't worry. Because this is 8.5%. We can't be going crazy. We can't be going crazy. What's up, Get Chiefed? If the Chiefs were in there with the Ravens right now, I think the score would be closer. Yeah, who knows? I mean, when you play these games, there's such different levels of scheme. It's a giant violent game of chess, so you're going to treat each opponent so differently. They match up differently, they play differently. The Chiefs' defense is better. I don't think Mahomes and company would have the turnovers, but obviously you're saying against the Ravens. Yeah, it's 3D chess. Violent 3D chess, exactly. Cole go crazy. What are your picks for this game? I could take a look at them next commercial break. But we have an 8-point game, a 1-score game in the divisional round of the playoffs here. The Bills are up and looking to extend that lead on this drive. Let's see. The Ravens held the Bills to a punt on the opening drive of the second half. Let's see what happens. All right, now, the kick is up, touchback. It's going to be Bills ball at the 30. Coaching wins meaningful games. True. Chiefs have a very good coaching staff, so I think that helps in some of these games where you're like the Chiefs should have no business winning, or how were they able to pull this off? You got to think, man. Best defensive coordinator in the game, and Steve Spagnuolo. Andy Reid, one of the best head coaches, offensive-minded guys ever, not just in the NFL. Very well coached. A lot of the core nucleus has been around for years. That is a key to success for the Chiefs year in and year out, while a lot of these teams lose their coordinators to head coaching jobs. Meanwhile, Josh Allen, play action, has time, doesn't like it, checks it down to James Cook. Cook's going to get 3, maybe 4 yards. Kyle Hamilton with the tackle. Daniels will win a Super Bowl before Prescott, Jackson, Herbert, Hurts, and Williams. If he wins it this year, that would be insane. Hopefully it's the Chiefs, they three-peat. But that's a pretty crazy thing to think about. 2nd and 7. Allen in the gun, couple options to his right, and he quick throws to Shakir, who can't shake the initial tackle, and they're only going to get maybe 2. Third and 5. Nefarious with the 5. It's like DeAndre Hopkins, or DH. Is that DeAndre Hopkins? Derrick Henry says, give me the, there we go. Give me the rock and I'll carry us to a win. And Lamar says, bro, I'm the face of the franchise and a field goal. All Derrick Henry can say is good job. Feed him. 3rd and 5, meanwhile, for Allen and company. He's in the gun. 3 options to his left. Checks it on a nice little pass for 6 yards to Curtis Samuel. First down. Ooh, that was a nice 3rd and 5 conversion for 8 yards. Ooh, it was a little whip route, an option route. You're acting like you're Samuel on the right side, acting like you're running a crosser. Switch directions. He slipped in the snow, but was still able to get up and make that catch. So a nice route there by Curtis Samuel. I said the Bills traded for him. I think they signed him in the offseason. I'm getting my stuff blended. The trade deadline and offseason stuff all blends together. 1st and 10, Josh Allen hands it off to Cook, and Cook gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, maybe 7.5 minutes to go in the third. The Bills are creeping up near midfield. Commanders' defense sucks. Yeah, here's the thing. If the Commanders want to win, they're going to have to put up a bunch of points. But it could happen. Probably wouldn't happen, but it could happen. All right, 2nd and 10. Josh Allen flipped the play, so he had a couple receivers go in motion from the left to the right. 3 options to his right. James Cook goes left out of the backfield. Quick throw. Caught by Shakir for about 4. That's going to set up a 3rd and 6 at the 47-yard line. Ravens D getting aggressive. Yeah, I mean, if you're the Ravens here, you want the Bills to punt. You've got to stop them here. Commanders just put up a lot of points against the Lions? Yeah, that's because the Lions had no defense. They were completely depleted. But yeah, if you could win like that, that was definitely an upset. How about those Chiefs, said Charles. Let's go, Chiefs family. Thank you so much for the 2. 3rd and 5, Allen in the gun is going to quick sling it to the left, and the tight end gets absolutely nowhere. Allen wants a flag, but there's no flag there, buddy. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it was a quick pass to Dawson Knox, left side, like a tight end screen, and that's going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Kyle Van Noy, a great veteran along the Ravens defense, linebacker, blew that play all the way up, and that is no gain. 4th and 5, and you're going to punt it. So if you're the Bills here, what you're hoping to be able to do is pin the Ravens deep into their own territory. We'll see what happens here. Good snap. Punt is up. Can he pin him deep? The ball bounces over the returner's head and bounces into the end zone. Touchback. Cannot pin him deep. Well, that's not great if you're the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, that was a great stand there by the Ravens defense. Ain't that right, FLDB? He's like, yeah. What's up, Tyrone? Brand with the 5-bomb. If you think the refs are paid by the Chiefs, don't be mad at the Chiefs. Be mad at the 31 other teams that aren't making better offers. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's crazy. Thanks so much for the 5, Brand. Are you rooting for the Ravens? No, I don't care. What I'm rooting for is kind of just a close, fun, down-to-the-wire game. So right now the Bills are up. I want to see the Ravens score, get the 2-point conversion, and get a tie game here. And then we have a little bit of competitive back and forth. This is getting intense. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the Ravens on offense can do something here. We want both of the teams to beat each other to a pulp. There you go. I don't want injuries. Okay, pick'ems. Let's see what we got going on. So I made these pick'ems Wednesday. It was just a little 4-legger for touchdowns. All running backs. Saquon was to lead the game in rushing yards, and he did. Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. I still need a Cook and Derrick Henry touchdown. So we will see. We've got a quarter and a half to get that done. I then made like a little 3-legger today, but I was anticipating the Ravens to be potentially ahead in this game, so I thought Josh Allen would be running the ball more. So I went with higher than 39.5 rushing yards, but with the Bills up, Josh Allen doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to do anything. Now, this was a flexed entry, so I only need to hit 2 out of 3. So my Mark Andrews was kind of like a risky one, but it flexed up the multiplier. So I was hoping to hit Josh Allen with this one, Derrick Henry with this one. I have Josh Allen on this one. This one will hit. It's a flexed entry. I just need 2 out of the 3 to hit. If Josh Allen throws for lower than 289.5 passing yards, I've got Saquon's higher that already hit. So 2 out of 3 will hit here, and I'll get a small multiplier bonus. I'm just trying some safe, different style pick'ems. But Josh Allen's probably not throwing for more than 290 yards in this one. Anyway, here we go. Back from commercial break. The Ravens desperately needing a touchdown here. At their own 20, under center, I formation. They hand it off to Derrick Henry. He kind of falls forward for an entire 8 yards. That was weird. Maybe he got 7 yards. I don't know the exact spot, but that was an interesting one. Yep, game is back on. Yep. Thank you. We need a good game. Just want a close game. Exciting down-to-the-wire playoffs. Let's go. All right, 2nd and 3. It was a 7-yard run. Puts Lamar back under center. I think Mark Andrews just went in motion from the left to the right. They hand it off again to Derrick Henry. Pushes forward. Needs 3. He got to the line to gain, but I think they're going to mark him just shy. 3rd and 1. Cameron said we want the Bills to win. I think I don't know that it matters. I'm not going to lie. I think they match up a little bit better against the Ravens, but both of these games should be close and hard-fought ones in the AFC Championship. Here we go. 4 minutes to go in the third. Lamar, under center, I formation, hands it off to Henry, and he's got room all the way to the 45-yard line, and if it wasn't for that, Henry would have housed it. Ooh, that was a very, very quick 17-yard run on 3rd and 1. That's the danger when you load the box on like these short yardage situations. If Derrick Henry is able to get penetration and get into the open area, he could be gone. He runs a very, I don't know if his 4.3 40, I don't know what his 40 time is, but it's fast. He's basically a refrigerator. 1st and 10 at the 46. Up near midfield, Lamar in the gun. 1 man in motion to the left. Play action, steps back to throw. Lofts it, caught by Andrews for 12 yards, pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 12, but there is a flag on the play. Drummer with the 20. I'm a native Kansas City Pokey YouTuber, Bat Beehive, that honestly thought about becoming a KC Chiefs YouTuber. So it was holding on the defense, but they're going to decline the penalty so it doesn't negate the yardage. But seeing you makes me way happier. You did it justice, my friend. Keep slaying. Let's go, Ravens. Let's go, man. Heck yeah. Thanks for the kind words. I mean, there's a lot of Chiefs channels out there, but there's always room for more. So if you want to start one, do it, because I just did it for fun. At first. 1st and 10. At the 42 in the pistol, Lamar's going to hand it off to Justice Hill, and he's got room. 10, 20 yards, all the way to the 20. The Ravens are moving. Come on, baby. Let this be a game. Let this be a game. Down to the wire. You don't know who's going to win. That was a 22-yard run by Justice Hill shortly after Derrick Henry just went for 17. Marching near the... I don't even know where we are here. They're in Buffalo territory. 1st and 10. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 20... Oh, they're at the 20. Okay, so they're crossing that red zone here soon. Handoff to Henry. Oh, he's got room. He's at the 10, all the way to the 5. 15-yard run by Derrick Henry. 17-yard run by Henry. 22-yard run by Justice Hill. 15-yard run by Henry. This is where the Ravens start to get scary as hell. Your team gets a little bit tired. They start to wear you down. And in the second half, they're going to start dominating some of these games. The Bills are reeling at this point in time. I really need a Derrick Henry touchdown for my pick'ems. Please. Derrick Henry touchdown, and I need a James Cook touchdown. 1st and goal at the 5 in the offset I formation. They're going to hand it off to Henry. Fights through, touchdown Ravens. So we are going to get that, and this is going to be a game. I would assume the Ravens are going to go for 2. So you had Lamar under center. I formation, hands it off to Henry. Henry breaks a tackle, right side, fights through, and dives through the end zone. Here we go. That was Henry's 3rd rushing touchdown this postseason. 2-point attempt to tie it. Oh, buddy. You got Lamar in the gun, so I don't know that they're going to run it. But let's see. Henry goes in motion out of the backfield to the right. Lamar pumps, throws, and it's batted up and incomplete. 2-point attempt is no good. Matt Milano is basically him. Makes the play. It's a 2-point game. That was a wide open 2-point conversion if Milano didn't bat that one up. Ripper with the 5. Yo, it's Ripper Jack from season 2 of Tiger King. Longtime Chiefs fan from when I lived up there around 435 and Null. Keep up the great work. Yo, let's go, dude. Tiger King? Dang, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. That's awesome, man. That's cool that you found the channel and are enjoying it. Let's go, man. You said you used to live up around 435 and Null. Okay, that's not too far from me. I'm in Lee Summit. So that's awesome, man. Thanks so much for the 5, man, and the kind words. Let's go. 2-point game. 2-point game. Evan with the 5 as a Rams fan. Ah, man. Sad to see the team go down like that, but that's the playoffs. Good luck to you guys in the playoffs, and keep doing what you're doing, dude. Evan, thanks so much, bro. I actually thought that you guys had a chance to come back there, down by 13 near the end of the game. Touchdown drive. Stifled the Eagles. They had to punt, and I thought maybe you'd have a chance to win, because if you scored a touchdown there, you make the extra point, you win. Obviously, the center of the O-line, or the interior of the O-line, rather, just had a couple tough reps there and couldn't get it done. That was close, though. I had the Eagles winning, not necessarily because I wanted them to win. I just thought they would ultimately pull off the W. But I did say, if the game was close and down to the wire, Matt Stafford is a guy who can make you pay, and I have a lot of trust in their wide receiver duo, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and they made it a really close game. So thanks for the kind words as a fellow Rams fan to Chiefs Kingdom. Thank you, man. You ever thought about teaming up with All Chiefed Up for a stream one day? We haven't done anything like during a game. I typically just stream by myself, but we've definitely done some stuff together in the past. I'm down to do something again. I know they're making content all the time too, man. Good dudes. AFC Championship game's going to be lit. Heck yeah. Ravens chasing points too early again. Ravens chasing points. Well, they were trying to tie it. I think I agreed with the... Why try to kick an extra point to make it a 1-point game when you could tie it? I mean, I didn't mind that. All right. It's a 2-point game. Anybody's game at this point in time. The Ravens are looking a little bit better in the second half. You're getting to the end of the third quarter, but the Bills were up by 11 and have done nothing this quarter. 19 yards of offense in the third quarter. The Ravens over 120. Stout with the kick. Back of the end zone. Touchback. Bills ball at the 30. Let's go. Yeah, if it's a 2-point margin, you go for 2. I agree, Deximus. Have I been saying your name wrong the whole time? I'm just going to call you Dex. It's way easier for me. Because they will need every point they can get. In my honest opinion, the Ravens look better. Well, I think the Bills were taking advantage of mistakes and miscues in the first half because the Ravens turned the ball over twice. But the Ravens have since looked better for sure. Allen on 1st and 10, under center, hands it off to Cook, and Cook bounces outside, and he gets 11 yards. We saw a bunch of nice runs from the Ravens on their last drive, and now the Bills are turning it on themselves here, early on, at least in this drive. Colby with the 2. Who do we match up better with? I want the Ravens. I think the Chiefs match up a little bit better with the Ravens, but the Bills game is always close. Obviously, it didn't end in a 1-score game this season, but it was close down to about 2 minutes, 3 minutes left in the game. I'm down to play either. Have a healthy respect for both teams. Allen, under center, pitches it. Left side to Johnson, and he gets hit for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Drummer with the 10. Lee Summit West, first full graduating class. Only time I root for the Titans. Hey, let's go. I'm not actually from Lee Summit. I was born and raised in the Kansas City area. Graduated from Baser Linwood High School, Kansas side, by the Legends. But that's awesome, man. Let's go. First full graduating class. Love it. That's only your 3rd super on the stream, which isn't bad, but just I wanted to shout that out. 3rd super on a stream. That means that's recent, so I appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words and the dono bombs. 2nd and 11. Allen steps back to throw, looks left, doesn't like it, turns, throws right. Shakir catches the ball, tries to fight through contact, and gets hit pretty good. Couple yards shy of the line to gain, though. 3rd and short. All right. Stay alive, street smarts, and thanks, Ruskin. Ruskin Heights, shout out. Joshua with the 5. Wish we had a run game like this. More so, wish the coaches didn't bail on it after it doesn't work a few times. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. These running backs we're watching, I mean, James Cook, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley. I mean, these are some of the best running backs in the game. I think Kareem Hunt's fine. And Pacheco, I mean, he was doing well, then he got injured, and he hasn't quite looked the same since coming back from injury. But the Chiefs are always a pass-first team. We know that. It's a West Coast-style offense that Andy Reid runs. He loves to throw the ball. And you got Patrick Mahomes, QB1 in the NFL. But sometimes I do wish they had, like, I'm not saying they would ever do this, but could you imagine having somebody like Saquon on the team? It's not going to happen. You can't afford him, and that's not really how they're structured, but like, think of what that would do for the offense. That's some unreal stuff. Kind of like Kareem Hunt when they drafted him. And I think that's kind of the guy they would have continued riding with, but he ended up getting let go from the team, and we know how that goes. We know how that went down. Cole, who you rooting for? Not going to lie, Bills make me nervous. And I don't know that I'm really rooting for anybody in particular. I just want a good, close game. I'm kind of the mindset, respect to everybody, but fear no one. Yeah, Hunt looks better since coming back rested. I thought he looked good. Where is Amari Cooper? I don't know. Not around right now. My dad texted me and said, I hate the Bills. I do not want to play them. Okay, fair enough. Kyle with the 18 months. I'm so relieved that the Lions lost last night. He's a Vikings fan, so he didn't want them to win. This offseason will be a little better. Now, 18 months. Man, it goes by fast. Thanks so much, bro. 18 months, Redbeard tier. Let's get it. I think once you make it this far into the playoffs, all you can do is respect your competition. I understand some of you don't like the fan bases and stuff like that, but you don't necessarily have to respect the fan bases. But you can respect the team, the players, the coaching staff. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying all these teams are pretty good this deep into the playoffs. 3rd and 2, back from commercial break. Josh Allen hands it off. And I believe that's Johnson is going to fight for 5 yards. Needed 2, got 4, first down Bills. Hi, Casey. What you doing, buddy? Where you at? Hi. You want to come say hi? Chiefs, Bills? Yeah, I have the Ravens winning this game, but obviously you can't lose a turnover battle like that. So we'll see. I had the Ravens winning in a close one. 1st and 10, Allen under center. Ravens crowding the line of scrimmage. Van Noy with a nice spin move. Almost hits Allen as he dumps it off to Cook right side. But Cook gets about 6 or 7 yards there. 2nd and short. Oh, they said only 5? Oh. I thought it was a little further. My bad. Cole, what is your favorite flavor of Kool-Aid? I bet it's red. How did you know? Chiefs red, red beard, Irish heritage. Red Kool-Aid's fire. All right, 2nd and 5. We're in the 4th quarter. 13 and a half minutes to go here. Allen, under center, hands it off to Cook, and Cook tries to bounce outside, but reverses, cuts inside, up for a first down. Got 7. That was a nice little cut there. Red drank. I want to play the Ravens, but I also want them to lose to prove a point to my Ravens fan friend. The struggle. The struggle. James Cook is underrated. I think he's a pretty good back. He had 16 rushing touchdowns this year, tied for first in the NFL. All right, 1st and 10 at the 35 across midfield now. Allen hands it off to Cook. Cook stumbles forward outside to the right for a gain of 1, maybe 2. Was there any injuries? Taylor Rapp with the Bills secondary was injured. I don't think he's returned. But that, off the top of my head, is the only injury that I can really recall. Cricket Kiss with the 5-bomb. Thank you so much. Let's go. Cover 0, says Allen. In the gun on 2nd and 8. Steps back, fires, quick pass right side, and incomplete. There's Amari Cooper. Somebody just said, where's Amari Cooper? Allen targeted him, right side. And contested coverage. There's a little bit of contact past 5 yards, and Amari Cooper was wanting a flag. Didn't get it. They're within Tyler Bass's field goal range here, but probably want a little bit more here. That's 3rd and 8. Got Allen in the gun. Let's see what happens. He steps back to throw, looks left, pressure coming. Oh, boy. Incomplete. There was some contact with Shakir. And they want a flag. There is no flag. 4th and 8. So Shakir went in motion to the left. Oh, boy. There was some contact there on the inside move. There was some contact, but okay, they did not call. So with that being said, the Bills are going to attempt a 51-yard field goal attempt. It's at the right hash, clean snap, and the kick looks good. The Bills go up 5. So because you didn't get the 2-point conversion, talking about the Ravens, instead of a 3-point game right now, it's a 5-point game. You have to have a touchdown here or before the end of the game. So 24-19. Chris Wright with the 24 months. Let's go, dude. How are you, man? Thanks for the 24-month bomb. And ready for Buffalo to come to KC and get the participation trophy. 3-peat loading. Let's go. Bass trying to beat the wide right allegations. Hey, he did on that one. He did on that one. Derrick Henry, 72-yard touchdown. Let's roll. I mean, what I really need for my pick'ems here, I need a James Cook touchdown. I need 15 rushing yards by Josh Allen. I don't think I'm getting the rushing yards. We'll see. But I need a James Cook touchdown. My editor, Troy, texted me and said, playoff Lamar is here. That's funny because that's what I said about Lamar not that long ago. I'm texting him the tweet. I didn't see your text and said the exact same thing. It's almost like we work together. So somebody said, when did you start this YouTube channel? I started it the morning of basically the Chiefs and Bills 13-second divisional game. Yo, what? Chris 5 gifted right with the 5 gifted. What's up, man? Thanks so much for the 5 bomb. Let's go. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. 3-peat incoming. Let's get it. You had to? Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you, man. You did not have to, but you are Chris 5 gifted right. That is literally your name. Drummer with another 10 bomb. I live in Columbia, Missouri now, but for sure miss my city. Mom is still holding down Winterset, though. So happy to see you doing well. Love that you were covering most of the playoffs. Heck yeah, Drummer. Yeah, I have another NFL channel too, or another YouTube channel called Cole Breaks the Huddle. It's my secondary channel, but I cover NFL-wide news on that. So we try to cover as best we can the rest of the NFL on that channel. It's a smaller channel, 16,000 subs at this point. But we cover a lot more on that one too. So we'll be doing previews on that channel for the AFC and NFC championships, and then of course on my main channel too. But thank you, Drummer. What's your first name? Let me know. All right, we are finally back from commercial break. Let's get it. All right. What a fun game so far. Yeah, I mean, this is great. It's only a 5-point game. There's 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I like this. Cole Breaks the Huddle is the best. I'm glad you like it. Let's go. All right. Tyler Bass's kick is up, bounces out of the back of the end zone. Touchback. You were at the 13-second game, said Greg, and found Cole the day after. Greg is the OG of OGs on this channel. All right. Ravens are going to take over here at the 30. Pulling for the Birds in black just for fun, said Oinky Boinky. The Birds in black? Oh, the Ravens. Okay. I was like, what are we talking about here? And this one, Oinky? I was like trying to figure out if you were talking about the Eagles next week. I didn't know. Here we go. Out of the gun, quick pass to the left from Lamar to Sims, their returner. We've got a Buffalo Bill slow to get up. He did get up, but it was Christian Benford, one of their corners, 3-year guy out of Villanova, was slow to get up there. I think he's okay. All right, 2nd and 7. 11 and a half minutes to go in this game. Lamar, it's actually a direct snap to Derrick Henry, who goes left side for 6 yards. So they motion Lamar out, direct snap, wildcat, rather, to Derrick Henry, who takes that 6 yards up the left hash, 3rd and 1. Bills Mafia raining down there. They're just being loud. This is a very crazy atmosphere environment. Bills Mafia doesn't play games. You got Lamar under center, I formation, handed off to Henry. You need 1 yard, and I don't think Henry got it, dude. He got close. Depending on the spot, it's either 4th and inches or 1st down. Night Hunter with the 28 months. Ravens, Bills don't matter. We took them both out on the road last year. This time they got to come to the house. Lamar, Hunt, built. True. It's a different year, though. Slightly different teams. 4th and 1. They did not give him the 1st down, and I think that was the right call. They're going to go for it. Mark Andrews tush push at their own 40, and he's got it. Dude, what? Okay. I know not everybody in here is Chiefs fans because you're watching me call a non-Chiefs game, but why the hell can't the Chiefs do that? Why can't the Chiefs use Noah? I mean, they've done it with Noah Gray, not super effectively, but why can't you do it tush-push style like that and push him from behind? Why can't the Chiefs do that? Best interior trio in the NFL? They've never really been able to do that super effectively. Anyway, whatever. 41-yard line, Lamar in the pistol, likely in motion to the left. Bills are showing a little bit of pressure. Do they bring it? Oh, they're playing for the run, and it is a handoff, and it is stuffed for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Fantasy Sports Daily said they don't do it because of Mahomes' knee. No, I'm talking about with the tight end. They just did that with Mark Andrews. Why can't you do a tush-push style sneak with the tight end? I don't know. They tried it with Noah Gray before, but it wasn't a tush-push style. 2nd and 11. Lamar in the gun. 2 out wide to his left. What happens here? Nope, they send 1 man in motion to the right. Play action. Derrick Henry picks up the pressure. Lamar rolls right, fires wide open. Mark Andrews gets the ball stripped. Fumble. 3rd turnover for the Ravens. The Bills recover and are increasing their chances pretty dramatically here with making the AFC Championship game, coming to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Mark Andrews had the catch, tucked it, football move, and just got punched out. That is a fumble recovered by the man who punched it out, Terrell Bernard. Wow, what a play. If you want to beat the Buffalo Bills in their own house, you cannot turn the ball over 3 times. You can't do it. Can't do it. Ravens are cough, cough. What does that mean? Yeah, you can't turn the ball over 3 times. No, choke, said Harry. Choking, chokers. We better be ready. Choking, LMAO, said Nathan. The big choke again. Offense selling. What's crazy is Mark Andrews was wide open. That was a 16-yard gain, and they were moving into Buffalo Bill territory. Wow. Crazy. 5-point game. It's so awesome not caring who wins the game. I'm just here for entertainment, said Ballooned. Yeah, I'm definitely not stressed. Like Chiefs games, I'm stressed when I call the game. I'm nervous. I don't really have beer. I might open one up in the second half. I'm way more chill in this one. Chokelamore? Said Bezosa. Chokelamore is crazy. Ravens are selling. I mean, to be fair, I got to give some credit there to Bernard. He not only perfectly punched the ball out on the veteran tight end, Mark Andrews, but dove on it too. Man, that's tough. Tough for the Ravens. I need a Cook TD. Me too, bro. If I can get a James Cook TD because Derrick Henry got one, my four-legged parlay would hit. I need some Josh Allen rushing yards on another pick'em, but it's not going to happen. I thought the game would be closer, but the Bills might be playing from behind, and Josh Allen might superhero himself into some rushes, but he's not really needed to. Oh, the pick'ems I do, somebody's asking for how much. I only do like 10, 20. Sometimes I'll do 50, but not too often. Just small ones. All right, we back from commercial break at the 46. Allen in the gun steps back, dumps it off to Mac Hollins. Gets the first down and a little bit more. Gain of about 12. He ran into contact intentionally and is amped up after that hit. They had 4 receivers to the right on that play, by the way, a 4-stack. Mac Hollins got free, wide open on a crosser from the right to the left. First down. If the Bills score here, the Ravens are in trouble. Allen under center, across midfield now at the 42-yard line. They hand it off to Ray Davis for a gain of about 2, maybe 3. Oh, there's a flag on the play, though. Illegal use to the hands, or illegal use of hands to the face, number 90. So 5-yard penalty. Wow, dude. That is so obvious. Why would you do that? 1st and 10, obviously, but it moves them up 5. Cover 0, said Allen. Or he's saying 0. I'm assuming that means cover 0. Under center. You got Hollins to the left with one other. Quick pass to the other side. Keon Coleman. I actually reversed my directions. It was a quick pass to Coleman left side. He had 2 options to his right. Quick slant by Coleman that went for 5 yards. Drummer with another 10 bomb. Brandon Phillips would rather face the Ravens. Oh, Brandon, nice to meet you. Would rather face the Ravens, but honestly bring the best of the best. That way, it's undeniable that we are the best dynasty to ever exist. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, if the Bills win, which they're probably favored to win right now, if they score here especially, they're at the 29-yard line, 2nd and 5. 7 minutes to go in this game. Allen under center. Rolls right, throws right, caught, first down and more. Got about 8 yards past the 5 needed. First down at the 20. Needed 5, got 8. Chief DeLorean with the 5 gifted after the back-to-back bombs by Drummer. Thank you, man. Didn't all the NFL talking heads hit the Ravens? I had the Ravens winning in a close one, but I said, you are at home in Buffalo. You cannot count the Bills out. So I didn't have the Ravens winning out of disrespect to the Bills. Quick pass to the left to Curtis Samuel. Only goes for about 1, maybe 2. Time is ticking down here. The Ravens like 2 turnovers against, or 3 turnovers now against the Buffalo Bills. You can't win that game like that. Uh-oh, Marlon Humphrey is injured. Mac Hollins drove him into the ground. So you're going to cut to commercial break because of the injury. Mac Hollins, they were matched up together, and Mac Hollins drove him into the ground. Wow, dude. That was Mark Andrews' first fumble since 2019, by the way, just so you know. First fumble since 2019. Ravens find a way. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Does your HBTC blend come in K-Cup pods? It does not, Chief DeLorean. I don't think. It's just you can get it. You can get whole bean or ground, but you can buy like the custom K-Cup pods, right, that you can put grounds in, I think. I just make cold brew these days, so I don't know that life, but I wish it came in K-Cups. That'd be awesome. Jack with the 5. KC at home can beat the Bills. Defense isn't great. Rams tore them up. True. Rams put up 44. I mean, if the Bills end up winning, like I like the matchup. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. Yeah, Hollins planted him, drove him into the ground. I would assume, based on what I saw on the replay, that Humphrey just got the wind knocked out of him, is my assumption. Gotta show love where it's due. Drummer, thanks so much, man. Sports clips with the 5. What in the heck? Okay. Who do you think the Chiefs would do better against if they were to make the Super Bowl? Commanders or Eagles? Man, I don't know. I think I would like the odds of the Commanders a little bit better, but that's not a slight to them. I just think their defense is not as good as the Eagles. They're not as experienced either with the rookie quarterback, and I think the stat goes no rookie quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl. I need to like fact check that, but I would probably like the Commanders better. Obviously you have to get past either the Ravens or the Bills in the AFC Championship first. 2nd and 9, 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this game. Both teams have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. The Bills are up by 5, so if you're the Ravens, you must stop them here and make them settle for a field goal or force a turnover. Allen under center. At the 20, he's going to hand it off to Cook. Cook, meanwhile, is going to break 2 tackles and get 8 yards, needed 9, 3rd and 1. There's more pushing and shoving after that. Third and 1. And I think Allen ran a sneak, and he got the first. And they're at the 10. So that's a first down, Buffalo. And the Bills look like, I mean, at this point in time, I don't want to speak prematurely, but it looks like the Bills might win this one. If you score a touchdown here, I mean, you go up 12 points with under 5 minutes to go in this game. You got to score, though. A field goal is 8-point, 1-score game. Allen under center at the 10. Cook in the backfield. Going to hand it off, and Cook's going to carry it for about 3 to the 7. Just run that rock, baby. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills just run 2 more times. We'll see. Maybe they got something up their sleeve where you play action, try to get a touchdown strike. Cook is cooking. Yeah, I wonder what the box score is for Cook's rushing yards. So Derrick Henry has 16 carries for 84 yards. James Cook has 17 for 67. But this is big for the Ravens. If you want a chance at this game, you got to stop them. Got to stop them. Who do you want to win? Oh, I really don't care. Yeah. I just want a good game. Here we go. Second and goal, rather. I think near the 7-yard line. Yeah, there we go. Second and goal from the 7. Allen in the gun, empty. 3 to his left. Is he going to run it? Predictable. Right side. Gets all the way to the 2. So I think the Ravens are going to call a timeout. That was a designed run all the way. Ooh, Allen bounced pretty hard off the ground. Third and goal. The winner of this game, their quarterback goes to the AFC Championship for the second time in a row. Or not for the second time in a row, second time ever. Lamar could go to the second AFC Championship game in a row, but we'll see what ends up happening here. No worries. Chiefs will defeat the Bills in the AFC Championship by a missed field goal wide right by the Bills. Oh, no. Third and goal at the 2. 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go. The Ravens only have 1 timeout left. If the Bills score here, it's not good. It's probably over. You've got Allen in the gun, a couple people in the backfield with him. It's a keeper, and he's going to get stonewalled for no gain. That was a creative play call, but they hog-tied Allen for no gain. Oh, my God. Editor Troy just texted me and said, I just won $600. He won $600 on some underdog picks? That's insane. All right, 4th and goal. $600 on Pick'ems is awesome. Good job, Troy. You get a raise. $600 raise. The picks he got, he went with Josh Allen's higher on rushing attempts. Tyler Bass made field goal. And it was a flexed entry to win 2 out of 3. Fourth and goal. Let's see what happens. They're going to kick a field goal. Oh, it's going to be a 1-score game, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. 4th and goal. A 21-yard attempt from the right hash. Tyler Bass kick is good. The Bills go up by 8. 1-score game, though. The Ravens have 1 timeout in the 2-minute warning still. This is anybody's game right now at this point in time. This is potentially haunting for the Bills in a few minutes. We'll see. The Ravens can't turn the ball over, for starters. Ravens are done. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, here's the thing. The Ravens have to go down the field, drive down the field, score a touchdown, get the 2 points, and that forces potentially what would be overtime. Uphill battle for sure. I bet they're regretting that 2-point conversion attempt. Well, you were down by 2 at the time. Analytics say go for it. But yeah, if you didn't go for it, you're down 7. Lamar looked pretty relaxed. Yeah, I mean, they look good on that last drive. Ravens need to protect the ball. 100%. We have 4,300 in a non-Chiefs game stream, so that's pretty fun. That 1 point will cost now. Well, yeah, I mean, you have to go for 2. You got to go for 2 to tie it. Cole, what's your underdog code? Code HBTC. Stands for How About Those Chiefs? HBTC. I think FLDB could flip that up on the screen, actually. Underdog. Look at this. Watch the scoreboard. It's like magic. Ooh. That's some magic right there. You'd rather play Buffalo? I mean, that's looking like who it's potentially going to be right now. Will Lamar choke? Remains to be seen. We shall see. Sports Clips with the 5. Who do you think is the better overall team, Eagles or Commanders? I mean, I'd probably say Eagles, but if Jalen Hurts' knee is not right, that's definitely going to give some advantage to the Commanders. Now, the Eagles are going to be home, got a good defense. You have Saquon Barkley. Like, there's still ways that the Eagles can win that game, but it's going to make it harder if Jalen Hurts isn't 100%. Jacob with the 5. No QB coach combo have ever made it to the Super Bowl after 5 years together. No QB coach combo have never made it to the Super Bowl after 5 years together. What is it? What exactly does that mean? If they're together for 5 years, they make it to the Super Bowl? You might have to elaborate, Jacob. Just elaborate in the comments. What do you mean by that? All right, the kickoff is up, and it's going to be returned by Baltimore. Mitchell breaks a couple tackles and gets to about the 33. All right, here we go. 3.5 minutes left in this game, but there is a late flag. There is a late flag. Bills kick field goal and Ravens lose by a toe. It could happen. Holding on the return team, 10-yard penalty. Oh, no. Russ with a 10. Funny, if it was Mahomes, I'd expect to probably win under these conditions, but Lamar is not Mahomes. They lose. I mean, this is an uphill battle regardless, but I would like the Chiefs' odds in this a little bit better, yes. That's a costly special teams mistake by the Ravens to back them up 10 yards. Thanks so much for the 10 bomb. Pat with the 2. Jacob with the 5. Try to get clarity on his comment and what he means. Maybe he means exactly what he said, but I was trying to figure it out. 1st and 10 at the 12. They got to go forever yards right now. In the gun, 3 options to his left. He steps back looking left, fires deep down the field over the head of Isaiah Likely by 1.5 yards. If not, that's a pretty big gain for 30-ish. Likely on Johnson, Taron Johnson, and he won his rep. He won his rep, but Lamar overthrew him. Oh, no. Taron Johnson is down and injured on the field. They are looking at him on the sideline, but he is in some definite pain there, getting looked at by the training staff. He fell at the end of the run, landed on his left shoulder with his arm outstretched, and he instantly gripped his shoulder in pain. Yeah, I mean, he landed on it pretty awkwardly, so I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully it's not like a dislocation or something. He's in a lot of pain. I'll tell you that right now. Lamar should have listened to Mahomes on week 1 to wear white cleats. Hey, he said should have wore a different color cleat, huh? Rotator cuff? Maybe. There's a bunch of stuff in there. There's a rotator cuff. There's your labrum. I've had 2 labrum surgeries on my left shoulder. Not fun. It came out of the socket. McGregor voice. Just got here. Who got hurt? Wasn't it Johnson? Right? Yeah, Taron Johnson got injured, the cornerback. So it's an injury timeout, commercial break. Commercial break number 70. Well, what's fun is this entry will hit. I did a three-legger here. It's a flexed entry, so all I have to do is hit 2 of 3, and I win. Josh Allen, under 300 or 289.5 passing yards. He's going to be under. Oh, wait, they're back from commercial break, checking Taron Johnson's shoulder. He might be okay and able to come back out there. We'll see. 2nd and 10, meanwhile, Lamar in the gun. 3 bunched up to the left again at the right hash. Let's see. The Bills rush 4. Lamar has time, but he's going to get flush from the pocket. He runs left. He was going to look to throw, but ends up running up the field near the line to gain and shoved out of bounds, sliding belly first onto the sideline here. Yeah, we'll see right now if Taron Johnson comes back out. They were doing some shoulder tests, so he was doing this, and they were shoving, or not shoving, but they were pushing down on his arms, trying to check his stability in that shoulder. Is he back out there? 3rd and 2 with 3 minutes to go. You got 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning, trailing by 8. Uphill battle for Lamar Jackson and company, certainly at the 20-yard line. Steps back to throw from the gun. Slings it, check down to Justice Hill for 3. So you move the chains. Here you go. If I'm the Bills, I'm letting Lamar throw the ball, contain his ability to run. Yeah. I mean, if you're playing prevent, you let them take that check down right now. Don't give up the big play. Don't give up contain. Lamar in the gun, steps back to throw. Another check down to Bateman, only for 2 or 3 yards. And Bateman got hit pretty good, and now he's hurt. He is not moving. I mean, he's moving, but he's not getting up. The refs helping the Bills? What do you mean? Johnson might be coming back out, Taron Johnson, but he's still doing this with his shoulder. He's going like this. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I missed the replay there. I think did he get his head bashed into the ground or what? He gets up and walks off on his own power, which is good. Oh, the snow is starting to come down now. The weather is rigged. That's crazy. Here we go. 2nd and 7. 2.5 minutes to go here. Let's go. Make this a game. What do we got? Lamar's in the gun, 3 out wide to his right. The Bills have a lot of players bunched up at the line of scrimmage here. Are they bringing pressure? No. But pressure from Von Miller is going to flush him, I believe, to his right, and he throws it, caught all the way past the 50 to the 46. What on earth? That was to Wallace. What the heck? Wallace? Tylan Wallace, 4-year receiver out of Oklahoma State, runs like he's running a crosser, switches directions. Lamar scrambles right due to pressure that flushed him from the pocket. I didn't see who flushed him. But he throws on the run. He hits Wallace, and Wallace turns upfield for a 27-yard gain. Taron Johnson has returned to the game, by the way. I think it was Von Miller that flushed him from the pocket. Either way, they are now up at midfield. 2-minute warning. Ooh, we got a game. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a game. Wallace is in because Flowers is out. Well, I mean, it makes sense. I don't know the exact wide receiver rotation, but that was his first catch of the game. So Anthony Miller had one. Tylan Wallace has got one. Steven Sims has one. And then Mark Andrews, 4 for 42 in that fumble. Isaiah Likely, 3 for 49. Rashad Bateman is their leading receiver, 4 for 66 and a touchdown. Yeah, they have a chance. I think if you're a Chiefs fan, you want overtime. You want these players to be as exhausted as possible after this game. They beating each other up pretty good? For sure. 5 passes, no runs. Interesting. It's 2-minute drill. Yeah, it's 2-minute drill. Well, didn't Lamar scramble early in this drive? I think he did. He scrambled, I thought he scrambled on this drive. Yeah, for 8 yards. Yeah, time is not their friend. Yeah, exactly. You still have 50 yards to go. You got 2 minutes and 1 timeout to get it done. Overtime is good, but what about second overtime? Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Not with these two teams. There's no way you go back and forth like that. Longest game in history. Let's go. Who do you have winning it? I had before this game, my prediction was Ravens win in a very close game. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening because the Bills obviously have home field advantage. I knew it wasn't going to be a blowout. I thought it would be a close down to the wire game, and that is about where we are right now. 1st and 10. Just across midfield at the 47. Lamar in the gun, 2 options out wide to his left. He steps back, looks left, wants to throw, doesn't like it, dumps it off to his right to Justice Hill, who actually takes that catch up the field for a few yards, maybe 4, and gets out of bounds. So you gain some yards. You get out of bounds. Saves the clock. A coach and QB who have been together for at least 5 years with no Super Bowl appearance in those 5 years have then never made the Super Bowl. Really? Holy smokes. Okay, thanks for clarifying, Jacob. I appreciate you. That makes more sense. Wow. 2nd and 6, Lamar in the gun. He's got 1 man in motion to the left. 3 options to his left. The Bills bring pressure, but the line holds. Lamar has time. Check across field to Mark Andrews. Wow, that went for 19. Andrews was one of the 3 bunched up on the left side, just runs a shallow crosser to the right, all the way wide open. Catches the ball, turns upfield, tiptoes down the right sideline, out of bounds. Whoa. Holy smokes, you were all the way to the Buffalo Bills 24-yard line. Oh boy. 64 yards so far on this drive in 1 minute and 45 seconds. Lamar in the gun. He's got his options to his left, 3 of them. 1 second on the play clock. Gets it off, looks left. He's got so much time. He's looking, doesn't like it. Rolls right. Looking, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens! Oh my gosh! Oh boy, it comes down to the 2-point conversion. Isaiah Likely with the touchdown. 24 yards. Lamar Jackson had 1,000,000 seconds in the pocket. Oh my God. If the Ravens get the 2-point conversion, it's not over. It's tied. The Bills still have 1.5 minutes and 2 timeouts. If they do not get the 2-point conversion here, it's over. It all comes down to this. Here we go. 2-yard line. Lamar in the gun. I think Derrick Henry's in the backfield. Isaiah Likely goes in motion. It's a rollout right. Lamar is looking, throws to Mark Andrews, and he drops it. Game over. They had the route that they wanted. Mark Andrews was open, and he dropped it. Game over. Ravens lose. What an exciting game. What an exciting game. You're not winning this game now if you're the Ravens. Andrews dropped it. Bobbled it. Andrews dropped it. It would have went into overtime. No way. That would have been overtime. That would have been extra playing time. Your veteran tight end, that's one of the best tight ends to play the game. I don't know if he's top 5 all time. I don't know if he'll go down top 10, but he's up there. And Mark Andrews on a play call designed for him. Lamar threw it to him on a rollout right, and Lamar dropped it. Soundproofing really doing its job tonight? Well, that's good because I definitely just screamed. Sorry about that. Oh, man, that was crazy. Eric Humphreys with the 5. I want overtime. I want Buffalo to lose due to their rule changes. No, they're going to win. It's not technically over because it looks like the Ravens could kick an onside kick here and recover. But the chance of an onside kick being recovered is like less than 5%. Ross Baba said, how about call the game? I am calling the game, you absolute buffoon. I've been calling the game for 3 hours. How about shut your little mouth? There's nothing to call. They're lining up for an onside kick. Here we go. Onside kick attempt. The kick is there. It goes way past 10, and it's safely fielded by the Buffalo Bills, and it's going to be over. Dunzo. Bills recover. I can't believe Mark Andrews dropped that. That is crazy. Chris Wright with a 10 bomb, 4 bowl losses, 13 seconds, Music City Miracle, hold Allen's beer. Unreal. So the onside kick wasn't recovered. Wasn't recovered by the Ravens, rather. The Bills fielded it, and the Buffalo Bills are going to be able to kneel this game out, and it's going to be Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Arrowhead Invitational against the Buffalo Bills. Well, they're saying it's not over yet. Okay, so you got to run it still? You're not kneeling it down, and they're going to run for 20 yards and slide down. It's over. Ty Johnson just ran for 17 yards, cut outside, broke a tackle, slid down. It's done. Lamar Jackson loses another playoff game, but I mean, you had it all the way down to the wire. You score the touchdown. The 2-point conversion was the right play call. You throw it to Mark Andrews, and he drops it. I don't know. I mean, if you're the Ravens, you're going to be kicking yourself because that's 3 turnovers in this game, and you still took it down to the wire. Rust with the 20 said, suck it, Lamar. Yeah, Lamar is going to lose again. The crowd is raining down chants of MVP. I think with that first down, you could just kneel this game out. You're honestly scared for next week? I mean, I think it's good to have a healthy respect for both of these teams, and it looks like it's the Bills that is going to be going to Arrowhead. It's official. They're kneeling it out. Josh Allen pumping the crowd up. The crowd's going wild. They're coming to Arrowhead for the AFC Championship game. It's going to be a rematch between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. They've faced off 4 times in the playoffs. Josh Allen is 0-4, but he has won quite a bit against the Chiefs in the regular season. It's going to take a very clean game on all phases of the football for the Chiefs to beat the Buffalo Bills. This game was crazy. It was close. It was down to the wire in spite of 3 turnovers. Jess with the 5. Hi. What's up, Jess? Andrews is no Travis Kelce. Yeah, Kelce doesn't drop that. That is crazy. Whew. Whew. Yeah, so you had Mark Andrews with the fumble. You had Mark Andrews with the drop. Lamar Jackson threw an interception. Game over. Bills got it done. They won the turnover battle by 3 and still won in a down-to-the-wire nail-biter. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We as Chiefs fans know point differential. Who cares about all that? If you win a game, you win a game. A win is a win, and you move on. So the Bills got it done. I mean, Lamar Jackson loses another one in the playoffs, and that's a tough one for Baltimore. Basically, you bring on Derrick Henry, and you don't get it done. Now, they were down Zay Flowers, which is unfortunate, but you had a chance to tie it at the end there. And I'm not even saying Buffalo couldn't take that down. I think they have a couple timeouts left. They had a minute and a half and 1 or 2 timeouts left. I mean, they could have had a chance to drive down the field and get something done there, too. Crazy. Steven with the 5. Arrowhead's going to be barbecuing some buffalo on the tailgate next week. Let's do it. Let's go, man. Hey, if nothing better. This is what everybody would say in the Chiefs, or on the Chiefs. Mahomes, Kelce, all of them. In order to get back to the Super Bowl, you want to beat the best to get there. That's the Buffalo Bills. We've heard the talk all year. They beat the Chiefs in the regular season. It was close till 2 or 3 minutes left. Josh Allen, Superman, his way through the line, carried a couple Chiefs defenders on his back on 4th down for a touchdown to make it I think it was like a 9-point game by that point. And the Bills got the best. So the Chiefs want to play the best. They want to get past the best like they did last year. You beat the Dolphins in the wild card. You went to Buffalo. You beat the Bills in the divisional. You went to Baltimore. You beat the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. Then you beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl. I don't think anybody on the Chiefs would want it any other way. I thought the Chiefs matched up a little bit better to the Ravens because of stuff like this. Miscues, mistakes, Lamar throwing a costly interception. I mean, Mark Andrews with a rare fumble, but then a drop for the 2-point conversion that would allow you to tie it. Like, this is the reasons why I kind of like the Ravens a little bit better. But again, it's Bills. Let's go. I'm excited. Great team. Josh Allen is awesome. Like, fun. Like, Sean McDermott's a great defensive-minded coach. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Flip with the 5. Chiefs Kingdom. Get ready. It's going to be a playoff bloodbath. Chiefs versus Bills. Turn up. Oh, yes. Let's freaking go, dude. Brand with the 5. Someone send out the invites to the Bills. We cordially invite you to Arrowhead Stadium for the annual invitational of the AFC Championship game. Come on now. Rust, all I heard all week is that the Bills and no one can beat the Ravens. I did have the Ravens winning this game by about 3, a 1-score game. But obviously, 1-score game could go any which way. If you lose the turnover battle by 3, all that happens, and then you have the opportunity to tie the game up on a 2-point conversion after a 2-minute drive to essentially tie the game up. You didn't complete it. You lose. There's been people in chat earlier too that said if the Ravens didn't go for the 2-point conversion earlier on in the game, they would have only had to kick a field goal and that would have tied it. It's tough when you're down by 2. I feel like the proper thing to do is go for 2, but I'm not the coach. I am not the coach. Generator with the 2. Now Josh can go 0-5 in the playoffs against Pat. That is what's on the line. That is what's on the line for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. You either get past that roadblock in the playoffs, that is the Kansas City Chiefs. It's basically been, unstoppable in that sense because they've won 4 of the 4 matchups in the playoffs. So you either get past them or you lose again 5 times. I don't think they want that to happen, but obviously the Chiefs would rather go on to the Super Bowl for a chance at a three-peat. This is going to be a banger. This is going to be a classic. Brand with a 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Typical JC with the 2. They're going to blame this on Andrew, but this is on Lamar. Lamar threw an INT. Mark Andrews had a fumble. Then Lamar had another fumble himself. So, yeah, 2 turnovers on Lamar. Mark Andrews, I think it probably ultimately falls on Lamar, but Mark Andrews isn't without blame. Either way, they are both veterans on the team and need to play a little bit better. In that game. Who F'd their team more, Jared Goff or Mark Andrews? Lamar Jackson's got to be right in there too because he had 2 turnovers himself. Fumble, INT. Anthony said Mark Andrews is to blame. I think they both share some equal blame, but down to the wire, you got back to where you needed to get. All you had to do was catch that 2-point conversion to tie it. That's not even to say that the Bills would have lost the game. They still could have. They had a minute and a half and 2 timeouts, could have drove down and kicked a field goal. You never know. Yep, Bills versus Chiefs. AFC Championship it is. Let's go, dude. Didn't Isaiah Likely tell us good luck in January? Yeah, he's going to be watching from Cancun. So I don't know what he's going to be doing then. Testicular tactics with the 2. Andrews also dropped a winning 2. With the Steelers? No! Andrews, man. Come on, Andrews. It's done. Their season's over. That was a great game. All you want, in my opinion, if it's not a Chiefs game, I just want a down to the wire, nail biter. You never know who's going to do what, how it's going to end up, and that was electric. That was fun. That was a lot of fun, man. Bills left a lot of guys open. Well, yeah, if the problem with Lamar, you have to spy him. You can't always pressure him, and if you give him time in the pocket, any quarterback, 7 seconds in the pocket, he's going to find somebody. That was a great game. Going to be a close one again. Yeah, I'm going to have to really think on that game or on this AFC Championship game, and we'll preview it all week. We'll make a bunch of content. But, man, that's going to be a good game. I think Josh Allen and the Bills match up really nicely against the Chiefs. And it's probably going to be one of these things. Pretty close game. Who knows who's going to win? I'm obviously going to roll with the Chiefs winning, once again getting it done as they go to chase this three-peat. But what a great story, or what a great storyline here. The people that's standing in your way of a three-peat attempt in the Super Bowl is Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. If that doesn't make people want to watch, nothing else is going to make people want to watch this game. Joey with the 2, best playoff game by far. Heck yeah, it was a great one. Thank you so much. That was a great game. Josh has a chip on his shoulder for losing in the playoffs every time. Oh, for sure, Generator. But Pat has a chip on his shoulder too, especially the disrespect this season. I mean, I think the Chiefs they want that three-peat, man. They are the reigning, defending, back-to-back Super Bowl champions, chasing a three-peat. They are the big dogs, current dynasty. They want it. But the Bills are not going to be, that's not going to be an easy game. We said even MVS would catch that ball. Oh boy. We have the better team, said King Zach. Yeah, we'll preview the game this week, but on all phases of the football and coaching, I would say the Chiefs probably should win this one. But you just never know how these games can go. It's probably going to be close. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If the Chiefs don't turn the ball over 3 times, I mean, I don't see how they don't win. If they win the turnover battle, I don't see how they don't win. But we'll see. I mean, it's just 2 different teams, 2 different schemes, 2 different game plans. It's just not the same. Kadarius Toney would have caught that. Oh, man. Don't turn it over, we win. That's probably a good, because Mahomes had a couple picks in the Bills game last time they played, and that's the last time I think he's thrown an INT at all. Just don't force it. Michael said this is a hard game. It'll probably be 1 score. Most likely, yes. I love it, though. Like, as a fan of football, how can you not want a game like this? Chiefs, Bills, AFC Championship, and then a kind of surprising Commanders, Eagles, NFC Championship. I think a lot of people before the season started would say, hey, I think the Bills are Super Bowl favorite, or I think the Bills are going to make it to the Super Bowl in the AFC, or the Chiefs are going to make it. But either way, it's probably going to be Bills, Chiefs, AFC Championship, or Bills, Ravens, AFC Championship, or Chiefs, Ravens. It's like, those are your 3. Those are probably who you were picking to make it to the AFC Championship game. And 2 of the 3 made it, with one of those 3 potentially making it in a down-to-the-wire game just now in the game we watched via the divisional round ending. Crazy. Don't drop an easy 2-point conversion and we win. Well, I don't know if that would have been over. That was a tie game. Media's going to drag Lamar again, but Andrew's sold. Well, thanks for the 2, Joshua. I mean, I think there's a legitimate bone to pick with Lamar in this one. He fumbled, and he threw an INT. That INT resulted in a punt by Buffalo, but that fumble from Lamar, the next drive, resulted in a touchdown by Buffalo. Now, then in the second half, Mark Andrews fumbled, and then he dropped the 2-point conversion to potentially tie the game. I think the blame falls on both of them. I think you need to critique Lamar, but then I think also Mark Andrews needs to be just as heavily critiqued because they are both veterans on the team. For sure. Yep, I would say that too. Somebody said both Lamar and Andrews blew it. I think if you had to just put it down to a couple players, that's who you would put the blame on. For sure. Andrews' fumble happened when the Ravens were turning the screw. Yeah, for sure. The momentum was on their side. I mean, the Ravens were marching. Before that fumble, it was 19-24. 5-point game. I mean, if the Ravens go up there, you just never know. The Bills could have responded. You just never know, man. That's what makes the playoffs so fun. Ravens fans are going to be sick to their stomach, but I mean, I wouldn't hang your head. I think it was a great year, but that's just why I don't buy the mainstream media BS all season long. It's the Chiefs, like the Chiefs are one and done in the playoffs. Look at their point differential. They're winning all these close games. They're getting lucky. They're not going to make it another deep playoff run. It's not going to happen. And then it's all these other teams are favorites. Well, guess what? It's the Chiefs once again in the AFC Championship game for the 7th time in a row against a great team in the Buffalo Bills that many predicted to probably be here too and or win the Super Bowl or make the Super Bowl. The Commanders stomped the Lions when we playing the Eagles in the NFC Championship. Yup. Joe Woodring with the 2. Thank you so much. MVS and Tooney? Thorny? Who's Thorny? Would have caught that ball. Lions scored 30 plus 11 times and lost in the postseason. Exactly. It doesn't matter how many points you put up. It just matters if you get the W. Like, that's all that matters. And guess what? Credit to the Bills. They got the W. Won by 2. Down to the wire. Got it done, though. Stylesy. Will the Chiefs be underdogs next week? The media will want the Bills to win for sure. I think if the Chiefs are underdogs, it's going to be by 3 points or less. And some of that reasoning potentially, I guess, could be because the Bills did win last game by more than 1 score. I mean, I think were the Ravens favored in this game? It was like by 1.5 or something. It wasn't much. If the Bills are favored, it's going to be by 3 or less. Yeah, you're at Arrowhead now. Yeah, Chiefs are home field advantage, so they might not be underdogs. But were the Ravens not just favored in this game? Even though the Bills were home? I could be wrong. Chiefs are favored by 1.5. Yeah, like 3. That's why I'm saying 3 or less. Either way, it doesn't really mean much to me. It's going to be a close game. Chase said Chiefs suck ass. So does your first name, dog. Tell your parents to do better. I'm usually a Chiefs doubter due to the trauma they put me through in the late 80s and 90s, but I'm feeling this three-peat. Come on, baby, let's get it. Braden with the membership. Ravens were favored because Lamar had a better last few games. Well, and they stomped the Bills 35-10 the first time they played earlier on in the season. Cole, you think Tooney will still play tackle? Probably, yeah. Most likely, but I don't know. We'll see. Who would you prefer the Chiefs to face at the Super Bowl? Well, you got to get past the Bills. That's going to be a tough matchup. Who would I prefer? I said it earlier, but probably the Commanders. I don't think a rookie quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl. And I probably like the odds with their defense a little bit better. Yeah, Chiefs are 1.5 point favorites. Nice. Yeah, I think 3 either way makes sense. And if you want to give the home team that, I wouldn't that makes complete sense to me. Taylor Swift would have caught that ball. Holy smokes, that's crazy. How are you feeling about facing the Bills? Yeah, I feel good. I mean, the game went down to the wire. I said I think the Ravens win this one in a 1-score game, but the Bills pulled it off. I mean, you can't turn the ball over 3 times in Buffalo and win. You just can't do that. So how do I feel about the Bills? I feel good. Bro's shivering. No, I'm literally as calm as I can possibly be. I think the Bills are a good team. I think if you turn the ball over 3 times, it makes a very difficult task to beat a team as good as the Buffalo Bills. But yeah, Bills are good, well coached. I mean, you got Josh Allen. James Cook's having a good year. Their defense is pretty good. We need to see a couple of the injuries for the Bills in this game and how they're looking. That'll be worth eyeing on the injury report. How is it Taron Johnson's shoulder? I think it was. A couple of those guys back there. But yeah. No, I mean the Bills are a good team, man. But the Chiefs have beat the Bills. I don't even know how many times in the playoffs. I forget. 4 times in these playoffs. So the Bills are going to want to rid that streak. You know, it's going to be a fun game. I'm excited. I want to go against the best, and I mean Josh Allen is a really good quarterback, man. It's going to be fun. I respect the Bills, but I don't really fear anybody. And I'm just a fan. I'm just going to be freaking watching the game. I'm just going to be watching the game. You want the Chiefs to win so bad? Got to get it done. Revenge game, can't wait. Said, how about those Chiefs? Love that. Let's get it. Now here's the thing. Somebody said, who would you rather face in the Super Bowl? You got to beat the Bills. But dude, if Jalen Hurts isn't healthy, that is a big thing too. But I don't like Saquon Barkley. I would rather not face Saquon. What time is Chiefs and Bills? It's going to be the evening game. The point spread is designed to get an equal amount of money bet on both teams. That's all. That's why I'm like, if it's within 3 points either way, no matter who's at home, I don't read much into that. But I don't really that's not my style of betting. I just do pick'ems. Like, I'm not betting over, under, money line, none of that. I don't do that right now. Chaos with the 5. Bro, I'm nervous to play the Bills. Josh is definitely tired of losing to us, and he's gotten better. Oh, yeah. Josh Allen is a great quarterback. I mean, I think the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL, you could argue the order, but it's probably going to be Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Burrow, and I would put Stafford at 5. If you want to argue somebody else in there at 5, that's fine. But, I mean, they're great quarterbacks, man. Josh Allen and Mahomes are kind of friends, too, off the field. It's going to be fun. What do you think of Josh's response? I didn't hear it. What did he say? Media was trying to start something? I have no idea what Josh Allen said. What did he say? He said, I got so much respect and love for Lamar Jackson, one of the greatest to ever step out on the football field. Is that the response? I mean, I think all 3 of these quarterbacks, man, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, all you can do is have respect for each other. You're probably the best 3 quarterbacks in the NFL, and you're all in the same conference. You're only going to have respect for each other. I think game recognizes game. Why do you think all the former Patriots players are the ones giving props and praise to the Kansas City Chiefs in the midst of their dynasty? Because real recognize real. Greatness recognizes greatness. That's just how it goes. Oh, he praised the Chiefs? I mean, Mahomes would do the same thing about the Bills. Great opponent, well coached. It's going to be a hard-fought battle. I mean, there's not going to be a lot of trash talk in this one, I don't think. I think both teams have a mutual respect for each other, and it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a banger. I've liked the Chiefs' playoff path so much better this year than last year. Obviously, we know how last year ended. They ended up beating the Dolphins at home, beating the Bills on the road, then beating the Ravens on the road, and then beating the 49ers. But you had home field advantage all throughout the playoffs. You had the first round bye. You beat the Texans. Now you get the Bills at home rather than the Bills on the road like last year. It's going to be a hard-fought match, dude, either way. It's funny what Isaiah Likely said about us needing luck against them in the playoffs. We got to find that tweet and bring it up. We got to find that tweet. Isaiah Likely, Chiefs, January. I'm trying to see if I can find it. We've got to find it. Somebody's got to find it. What about the Mahomes stats? Well, what about Mahomes stats? Which stats in particular? Fans are the unclassy, not the players. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, that's how it goes. Charles, thanks again for the $4 super sticker, man. Refs forced Lamar to throw that pick and drop the ball. Oh, no. Lamar wanted talent, needs to go to the Steelers instead. I mean, you have Derrick Henry, you had Zay Flowers, but Flowers hurt his knee, man. It's part of it. It sucks. Injuries are part of the game. Ooh. Brew is going to get an earful from Nick Wright. You are right, because he was a huge Ravens stan. To beat Buffalo, you only have to beat Allen. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be the one that's making the difference maker for sure. You got to play a clean game on all phases. Got to get it done. What nonsense will this game result in? Chiefs recover an onside, then score another blocked field goal, punt return, 1-point safety. Who knows, man? Apparently, you guys didn't see all the missed kicks and 8 tackles given up by the Texans. Oh, we got refs comments in here? That's fine. I let the peasants grovel in the mud beneath me. I leave that talk for the impoverished. They have a good receiving core. Who, the Bills? Yeah, I mean, they don't like Khalil Shakir is their deep threat guy. He's probably their biggest playmaker. I don't mean this like disrespectfully, but they don't have anybody like that's like, oh God. But they have a lot of guys with a high floor. So, I mean, Keon Coleman's doing a pretty good job. You got Mac Hollins. You can't sleep on him. I already mentioned Khalil Shakir, but then they have a couple good tight ends and Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. You've got a bunch of guys who are pretty trustworthy targets for Josh Allen. Let's beat them in 12 seconds. Let's not let it be down to the wire like that, please. Yeah, they got a bunch of good pass catchers out there, and then you got James Cook. And then obviously Josh Allen can make you pay with his legs. He's done that a bunch of times as well. Jalen Watson did return for the Chiefs. They also have Hollywood Brown. Both of those guys were out in their last matchup. Chiefs' run defense is solid. Yeah, but I mean, you can't forget about the fact they were down Jalen Watson. They were down Hollywood, but like the Bills did win earlier on in the season, and they were the only team to beat the Chiefs this year, and they beat them by, I think by the end of the game, it was by 9 points, I think. I mean, 3 or so minutes left in the fourth quarter. It was still a one-score game. You needed to stop Josh Allen on that fourth down. Not only did he convert on fourth down, but he took that scramble to the house, kind of put the game away. So you definitely can't be letting him do that. That is for sure. Nick Bolton going to need to have a huge game. Facts. I mean, everybody is. This game here, no disrespect to the NFC, but this game here might be harder than the Super Bowl. I'm not saying if the Chiefs ended up beating the Bills that they would automatically win the Super Bowl, but I'm just saying this is the team, in the AFC. Whichever team wins this AFC Championship game most likely win the Super Bowl. It's not disrespect to the NFC guys. That's just how good these two teams in the AFC are. Kareem Hunt better bring it. Heck yeah. Will the mentor beat the teacher? Yeah, so McDermott does come from the Andy Reid coaching tree. How's Justin Reed? I mean, I think he's okay. No major injuries to report. But there's no injury report or injury updates yet. Another Philly versus KC Super Bowl could happen. We need to see how Mark Andrews' knee is. Why did I say that? Jalen Hurts' knee. I saw a tweet about Mark Andrews as I said that. We need to see how Jalen Hurts' knee is. Mark Andrews' knee might be hurt, but I think his pride and his ego is hurt even more. You think Commanders versus Chiefs? Maybe. Especially if Hurts is hurt, but you still got Saquon that you could lean on. You got A.J. Brown. You got Devontae Smith. I mean, you've got a bunch of dogs over there. I hope Hollywood pops off. Mark Andrews knee surgery tomorrow? No. Please no. I misspoke. I'm sorry. I will say this. AFC Championship game, expect a complete meltdown on social media if the Chiefs win, and then also expect everybody to want the Bills to win. It's kind of like Patrick Mahomes and company back when he first became the starter. The Chiefs were in a long drought, hadn't been to the Super Bowl in a long time, hadn't won in like 50 or so years, and everybody was hoping the Chiefs would win. Everybody was hoping the Chiefs would beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship, and they couldn't get it done. Everybody's going to be wanting the Bills to win this game. Everybody's going to be wanting the Bills to get to the Super Bowl. They all want to see Josh Allen get a ring. Not everybody. Not Chiefs fans. Maybe not some teams in the like fans in the same division as the Bills. Patriots, Dolphins, whatever, those guys. But a lot of the world is gonna be rooting for the Bills. The Chiefs are the villains now. I didn't necessarily want them to be. It's just people are sick of the Chiefs winning. That's the reality. They're going to do whatever they can to discredit the greatness. They're going to whine. They're going to cry. They're going to moan. They're going to complain about the refs. Like, it's the low IQ peasant stuff. I don't do that. So if the Chiefs win, let's freaking go on to the Super Bowl. If they don't win, what you won't see me do is crashing out about the refs. Nah, mama didn't raise no. That's not how I am. That's not how we operate. Do I like our chances? Yeah, I think the Chiefs win. I'm going to obviously study up and we'll preview the game in multiple videos. It's going to be a hard-fought game, and I'll tell you right now, if I might troll a little bit this week, but it is much respect to the Buffalo Bills. Chiefs are 1.5-point favorites. Yeah, I mean, they're home. It makes sense. It's not going to be by much. But, yeah, I think the Chiefs win it. It's obviously early. We'll talk about path to victory and all that stuff here down the road. But, man, what a game. What a fun time. We now know who the Chiefs are playing. It's going to be Bills versus Chiefs at Arrowhead, the evening game on Sunday. Meanwhile, it's going to be the Commanders at Philly. Early game for the NFC Championship. I might stream them both. I don't know yet. We'll see. Definitely going to be streaming the Chiefs and Bills game. We got lots of content coming out for you this week. We'll preview it. We might do an interview or two to talk about this game. We'll have a lot coming out for you. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you, mods, for holding it down for all these extra streams during the playoffs. It means a lot to me. FLDB, who's actually still here. What's up, dude? How you doing? How you feeling about this game?
Confident. I think we'll be fine. Don't turn the ball over. We'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, it's much respect to the Bills, and but that's what I just tweeted out at the end of the Ravens game before the game was over. I said, if you want to beat the Bills in their own house, you can't turn the ball over 3 times. And then it was still close in the midst of that, but you can't do that. And I don't think the Chiefs will. Obviously, crazy things can happen.
Right.
Like, for example, Nico Remigio fumbled that opening kickoff, and thank God Samaje Perine dove on it. Mahomes fumbled a snap last game, was able to pick it up and scramble. I think that might have been the play where he slid and got hit, and that unnecessary roughness flag happened that everybody melted down about. I would have been fine if they didn't flag that, to be honest with you, but it was on first down. Right. So to say that that's the reason why the Chiefs, like, dude, it was first down. It would have been 2nd and 6.
It was
so
second
to say
and
that,
1. Second, oh, was it?
I think it was 1st and 10. I think it was 1st and 10. Mahomes slid and got hit and got 15 yards. Like, I who knows how the drive would have ended, but it was 2nd and 6. So they still won by 11. Well, they were up by 11, ended up winning by 9. But here's the thing. If you play a clean game, I think Spags is going to coach a master class, but Josh Allen is going to be the difference maker because you could call the perfect play. You could have the perfect scheme. You could cover everybody. You could even get the proper pressure, and Josh Allen is just kind of that X factor that says, nah, you. That's not going to happen. You know? So
yep, no, he'll beat you. He'll beat you if there's that opportunity there. But I mean, I think they have to focus stopping the run first. And then the first time around, they didn't really spy Josh Allen. I noticed that during the game, and I think this time around he'll have a spy.
I would need to go back and look. I feel like they did spy, I think, with Chanel, but there were times on some key downs where they pulled the spy to try to fool them. So for sure, that 4th down play that Josh Allen ran in, no spy. They tried to fool him with the coverage, and they actually had a properly covered play from a coverage standpoint, but then X Factor Josh Allen was like, well, everybody's covered, I'm running. So it's like you probably need to spy Allen in that moment, but heck yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said short yardage needs a spy. I mean, Patrick Mahomes might need a spy in this game. He's going to run too. He's the leading rusher in franchise history in the playoffs. Did you guys know that? Leading rusher for the Chiefs in franchise history. Now that says a couple different things, probably. But Mahomes is ultimately not afraid to use his legs in the playoffs. So it's going to be a chess match between the Bills offense and Spags. And then from there, it's can the Chiefs offense get hot and just, you've got to put up as much points as you possibly can. Don't sputter. Touchdowns in the red zone. Here's the good news to me. Like, yeah, that offense is better by the Bills, for sure. But that defense is not better than the Texans. No way in hell. You don't got the best pass rush duo in the NFL. Von Miller ain't Will Anderson. He ain't Danielle Hunter. And there's no disrespect there. Like, I'm sure the Bills are going to pressure the Chiefs and try to get to Mahomes, but they don't have Derek Stingley Jr. You know, it's like, it's not the same defense. That is going to be their weakness, but that offense is definitely better.
Yeah,
than the Texans.
I mean, they've found, and they have a rhythm. I mean, if James Cook starts cooking, as Tony Romo said, you know, they'll run all over you, and then they can play action. Josh Allen will start running. It's just be a recipe for disaster. But again, I trust Spags to figure that out. So
the good news is, and I need to go back. I'll go back and rewatch the game. I'll probably do it tonight because I'm a psycho. But like, I'll go back and rewatch the Chiefs and Bills game. I want to see who was playing, who was injured, and who was out for both teams. Because I know for sure the Chiefs did not have Hollywood Brown. They did not have Jalen Watson, and they have both of them back now. Jalen Watson back on the defense is huge. But I need to go look at the Bills' injuries because they could have had a couple key guys out too, and I'll just research it. But either way, man, I'm excited. I think this is what the people wanted to see. They're going to be rooting for Chiefs' downfall for sure. But what more would you want to see than Josh Allen, the only guy / team to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the regular season, the only guy that has really given a good fight to Kansas City on a consistent basis. Now, I get it. The Chiefs have won in the playoffs 4 times against Josh Allen, but not all of them, but the last couple for sure have been close. It's not like the Chiefs dog walked them in the playoffs. I mean, they've been close.
Right. Yep. It's been tight games and heart pounding for us Chiefs fans.
Somebody said I think it's 3. Am I just tripping? So the Chiefs are 3-0 against Allen in the Mahomes and Allen era in the playoffs, and they could go 4-0?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We beat them in
Championship. Yeah, the AFC Championship in like 2020 or somewhere, and then you had the Divisional. And then only one more since then? Okay, so 3-0. It could be 4-0. I've been misspeaking. Dude, I've been misspeaking for like 30 minutes about it. Fact check. Thank you, chat. Thanks, guys. 3. Either way, the story of it is Allen hasn't beaten Mahomes and company in the playoffs ever. And so they're going to want that W. So whether it's 3, whether it's 4, okay, it's 3, but still hasn't won one. He's going to want one. The Bills, meanwhile, are chasing the 3-peat.
The Chiefs are chasing the 3-peat. Right.
Yep. Exactly. So, sorry, I feel like I've been misspeaking about that. I don't know why I thought it was 4. It's 3. It could be 4 if they win. They don't want to go, the Bills don't want to go 0-4, and the Chiefs want to chase a 3-peat. That's it.
Yep.
Is it going to snow? No, I don't think so. I think the weather's going to be like a pretty decent day. It's going to be like mid-30s, partly to mostly cloudy. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a game. Anyway, sorry for misspeaking about the number. That's kind of, it doesn't really matter. It's minute, because here's the thing. Even if the Chiefs never won in the playoffs against Allen and company, it doesn't really matter. Every year is a new year. It's like a roll of the dice. It's like you never know how it's going to go. I think when you have a team as good as the Bills, you have a team as good as the Chiefs, you flip that coin, and I don't know how it's going to pan out more times than not. Like, it could go Bills' way, could go the Chiefs' way. And I think if you look at their head-to-head record, I mean, Josh Allen might have more of the W's. I don't know. He might have like 4 wins to Mahomes' 3. I don't know. But what I do know is that in the games that have truly mattered in the playoffs, Mahomes and the Chiefs have been able to get that W. I said it earlier, the divisional games, I mean, that's not really on Allen. You scored the go-ahead touchdown with 13 seconds left, but then Mahomes, Kelsey, and Hill help drive down the field and kick that field goal to take it to OT, and then Allen never takes the field. So there's been some banger games against these two teams, and I can't wait.
Yep, me either. Bring it on.
Heck yeah. Well, man, thank you so much, FLDB, for holding it down. Thank you guys for hanging out. We still have 1,700 in chat. It was a great game. That divisional round between the Ravens and Bills was the real deal. A lot of fun, down to the wire. So much excitement. The Ravens had a chance to win it, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the last play, but there's also a few plays you always wish you could have back, and I bet the Ravens wish they could have those 3 turnovers back. And they couldn't get it done. Bills, Chiefs, AFC Championship, Commanders, Eagles, NFC Championship next weekend. I'm excited about it. We got a lot of content coming this week, so stay tuned. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Mods holding it down. All the Dono Bombs memberships, etc., etc. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about those Chiefs?